Hello, guys, and welcome back to another episode of the. Oh, fucking me!
You keep doing that. I've no, it's multiple times.
It fucking sucks.
It is.
But Dwarven Goliath.
Yeah.
Dwarven Goliath.
Dwarven
This
Goliath.
is episode 7.
You're gonna introduce.
I'm just gonna start saying
special
DG.
guests.
Yeah, we got guests. We got Angel, who's been here before. He's already done an episode.
A couple of episodes.
Alejandro,
The newcomer.
The
to
newcomer.
this.
The comer of Newing.
yeah,
What?
new
Don't ever
boy,
say that again.
the strapping young lad.
Strapping young.
He's
lad.
older than all of us.
Yeah, I'm older than you.
How old are you?
I'm 18.
When's your birthday?
February.
Told you.
Yeah, like.
Wait.
Yeah, I know he's older.
Fuck.
I'm older than all you guys.
I'm the baby.
Yeah, you're the youngest.
I'm the youngest.
That's why.
Why you say it like
That's why
that?
he's my son.
Ray
You
would
gotta say like
technically
what?
be the second oldest.
Second?
Yeah.
You're a little lad too, huh?
Yeah, I'm second
By what,
youngest.
like 7 days?
Yep. Don't be jealous.
Damn, dude.
I'm gonna live 7 days more than you are.
Weak.
That's how it works, right?
I think so.
Oh, good. All right, Ray. So, what do we have for today? What are we spicing up
Ooh,
on this
okay,
episode
a little
of DG?
spicing up in the kitchen.
I don't know about you guys, but my favorite spice is salt.
Mine's oregano.
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 Mine's
you just,
emo salt.
Lemon pepper.
You just
Fuck,
gotta
I
buy
fucking
it.
snort oregano.
Ew, dude.
You just gotta get a pack of
Take
ramen
it
and
to the
just
brain.
take the
The
sauce
powder that's
packet
in it?
and just put it in
the
other shit,
seasoning,
you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. Just
You have a bunch
just
of-
straight lines.
You just have a giant stack of ramen because you only use the packets.
Yeah, you know.
My favorite spice would be emo salt. Emo salt.
That's
Emo salt.
Pepper.
Emo salt, pepper.
Pepper.
Yeah, I love pepper. Salt's nice.
Lemon
little,
pepper.
little
get
pinch
that
of.
little lemon. Get that little zest in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Mm.
that's good.
It's
Yeah.
pretty good.
I wouldn't put it that on everything though. I'd put pepper on a lot of
I
things.
would.
though.
And your
Like
cereal,
steak, it'd be
dude?
good on steak. Yeah, hell yeah, dude. What's going with you?
I recently had a thing
No
of
cereal.
popcorn and I put garlic salt or like garlic powder or something like
Garlic
that.
powder's good as hell.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's especially good
Really
on popcorn.
good.
I was surprised.
Especially when
by
you
that.
just dump the whole thing.
Yeah.
There's not even popcorn in there. You just straight up eat garlic powder.
I put it in a bowl and then I just scoop up the fucking salt.
That's disgusting.
Because most cases of like popcorn, you think of like a sauce or something, some
Are
sauce.
you calling butter a sauce, dude?
No, not
Are you
that.
calling
No,
butter a sauce?
like Valentine sauce or like
Hell
something
yeah,
else.
Tabasco
Valentine
sauce.
Exactly.
Mm.
But there are like dry powders you can put into popcorn, and I'm gonna find that out now because we buy an obscure amount of popcorn at my house,
What? Why?
and I don't
I
know.
bet you guys don't
Okay.
even eat it every day.
Huh?
I bet you guys don't even eat it like regularly.
I have to, cause like that's the only thing there.
Is popcorn naturally
Okay.
salted?
No.
No,
Is
no,
it
it's
salt
not.
that shit?
No, you're
Me
No, you're
or
stupid.
like the packet?
You don't salt.
No, the
popcorn?
packet. The ones we buy have butter and salt. Most
You
of
can just
them have
buy
salt.
like regular unsalted popcorn.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Unbuttered, just plain popcorn.
Yep.
That's
But
what
I
it is.
keep eating
the
this the same popcorn every fucking day,
It's nasty.
and it's
Quick thing about popcorn, Ray. Do you eat the kernels?
Yes.
sometimes it's more to like it's not like I want the fucking kernels, but it's more of like if I'm watching something and like I sort of get fidgety or something like that. Usually I have gum, but if not, yeah, I'll just like
The kernels are like the best part. You can fight
some
me
that
on
are like half popped.
Just like a little.
Those are fucking great.
Dude,
Mm.
the best one.
Mm.
I just can't wait
That's
to break
fucking
my teeth
disgusting.
on one of these days.
So nasty.
What's disgusting?
Kernels.
You don't like
Shut
that?
up.
Dude, you don't like
What about the
anything.
ones that are like half
Gross.
popped
No.
at all?
No.
So you only
Do
eat
you
the
like popcorn?
Yeah.
Don't fucking lie to me ever again.
How?
Fuck you.
I've
You know
never
what?
come into the case where I have a perfect bag of popcorn. Like
What
what
if
does
would
that
you
mean?
define as perfect bag of popcorn?
Yeah.
there are
Every
no
single
kernels
kernel
left,
There are
is
no
popped.
kernels
Yeah.
left,
but it's
like
not
I just
burnt.
said, the kernels are the best.
Well, no, that's the thing.
Well, then just
You're
eat the
meant-
fucking popcorn
You
without
gotta
popping
open
it.
the fucking bag
Yeah.
before the
Just
microwave.
Open the bag and eat it like that.
That is disgusting.
It's like the dessert to your meal. Dude. That's what the kernels are. It's like
No,
shit.
well,
it's
like,
got a fine
'cause
ass bag
there's-
of popcorn.
If okay, kernels are good, but say there's a day that I don't want to eat a kernel, then I have a bowl with a few of them in there. You know what I mean?
That day will never come.
And then most days where I tried, well, not fucking most days. Most times I've eaten popcorn. If I try not to get any kernels left, it just gets burnt. I've never found a perfect in between to where it's just popcorn.
Have you ever tried like stove popping it?
No.
That might
I do
work.
that.
You do that?
Yeah.
What individual?
There is a
individual
thing that I
kernel?
saw that you
Yeah,
Not
dude, you
each
just
individual
throw one
kernel.
in, wait for it to pop,
Pop.
take that one out, throw another one, pop.
There's a thing I
One more
saw that
pop.
someone was cooking popcorn and somehow they had like half of the fucking bag still in kernels, but they opened the bag so they couldn't keep it going.
Do they still sell those fucking plates of popcorn where it's like you just, it's like a
Where it's
pan?
just like a bag.
Yeah, you
oh,
could-
yeah,
yeah,
I know
yeah.
they sell those, yeah.
There's like
Still sell those?
thousands of those everywhere.
Really?
Yeah,
Shit, I've never bought one.
I have.
Okay.
And I remember the first time I was like, "What the fuck is it? Put it in the microwave." And my mom was like, "No, you fucking idiot."
Foil.
yeah.
Yeah, there's foil.
That's foil.
But with the fucking
Hot.
the kernels that were left over, someone I guess got like I don't know if they put it into the fucking oven or something, or they made this weird contraption that could be reusable. So if you just have fucking kernels left over, but I mean, I think that's an extra process of like I'm done with my popcorn now. Cook the rest of them. Like
I put them into a small it's like a saucepan, like you guys know what I'm talking
yeah, I
about?
know what a saucepan
Yeah,
is.
if I'm just doing it for myself.
I'm a chef.
Shut up,
Go
dude.
ahead.
Messed up doing ramen.
Supreme's
You
chef.
burnt
Shut
it.
up! Don't mention that. How dare
Okay,
you.
but yeah, I do that. Like I get just just the kernels in a bag that that will sell at Walmart. It's just the kernels, no butter, nothing. And then I just pop it into that, and then after I'll put butter. I'll heat up the butter, pour it on top, and then a little salt. Mix it a little more butter, a little salt,
A little-
just so it gets all the layers. You know what I mean?
Heated
So there's
butter.
not like every time I go for one, it's not just like plain.
So
It's
hold-
the
okay, hold
best
on.
butter.
What?
Uh,
Heated butter is the best butter.
Yeah, it's warm.
you're in
man.
a
It's
situation
nice.
It's just like
That you have a bowl of popcorn and you have like Tabasco sauce or something,
Yeah.
do you just pour it and you're done? Or do you pour it and then shake it?
I shake mine.
I shake it.
Smart. That's what I do. Fucking
Leave
genius
it on
about
top.
Because
You need
then
to
all
spread it
the
around.
popcorn on the bottom won't have anything. That's why you do it.
You use a fork while you eat your popcorn?
Yes,
What?
dude. I use a knife and a fork.
I use a straw. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
I neatly cut it, dude. I
Like all
neatly
of them.
cut each and every single
gotta-
one.
You gotta.
I just get the bowl and blend it. I just put it in a blender to where it's just powder.
It's
Just
disgusting.
like that.
How do you eat it, huh?
A spoon.
Do you eat it with just the bag? Like, do you just get the bag or do you put it in a bowl?
Do you
I
start
put it in
eating the
the
bag?
If I'm
I-
like
No,
short,
without popping it or anything. Do you
Then I
just get the bag?
reuse the bag.
You reuse the bag?
Yeah.
For what?
Something else.
What do you mean
Like
something
what?
else? Like more
He
popcorn?
puts, he
for
puts
me,
his phone
dude.
in it, dude, so it's nice and buttery when he
It's
grabs
like
it.
case, dude.
Oh, why would I put the phone in there?
That's why we're fucking asking, dude.
I don't know.
what
dude.
else do you put there? Do you
My-
put like some meat in there? Like get it nice and
Is that for
buttered?
storage or is it?
Nice and butter and salted. dude?
Exactly.
That'd be a
dude.
good
Like,
idea.
That might be a good idea.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that.
But then that
I
would
know
pose
what
the
I'm
question:
saying.
why not just put butter and salt on it? You fucking retard.
Yeah, but it's reusing the bag.
There's no reason to use the bag.
It's true.
I have family that just get the popcorn out of the microwave, open it, and then just take it in their room. Or like Jacob specifically, I've seen him do that. I'm like, why? Why would you do that? I always need a bowl.
Me too.
Wait, so he eats it out, straight out from the bag?
Yeah. Once
Does he
in a
put
while.
salsa
No.
into the bag?
I mean, I used
That's
to do
a
that when I
mess.
was younger. I
So
haven't
did
had
I.
popcorn.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've
so
done it
did
in a
I.
bag too, but it's fucking messy as hell. Because then you have like,
It doesn't matter.
Butter.
Well,
all over
it's
the
like
back
eating
of your
Cheetos, where like
Yeah.
your knuckles start getting
Dude,
buttered.
but
Yeah.
that's like the best
It's
shit
just-
when you're young.
and if you
You're
want to
just like,
put
"Ah,"
sauce in
when
it,
you're
that's
young.
even
No.
worse.
Oh, yeah.
When you're
'Cause
younger, yeah.
That's fucking. Because a bag of chips, that's understandable. Like you can somehow avoid it, but with a
No.
popcorn bag, it feels like it's grabbing your hand because it's so
Mhm.
small. I can't handle it.
Small popcorn hours.
Small popcorn out here.
Was gonna say something else too, but I forgot.
Damn.
But what, popcorn?
Maybe.
What else
I
can you
don't
say
know.
about popcorn?
There was
Have
something.
Have you tried with nacho cheese? Just like
No.
on the side. No,
What?
just no. Don't pour it on it. Just dip it.
That's
Have
what
you tried it?
nachos are for.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't do that with the spoon.
containers.
Yeah, you can do that with the spoon.
No, I
homie.
cannot do that with the spoon.
What?
Can't
Dip
do what?
popcorn. I can't.
We'll
do
stop
that.
eating fucking popcorn with a spoon. Ever think about that?
Wait,
I can't
what
do
do you
that.
guys say? Wait.
Oh, I
We're
was
talking
gonna-
about
I was gonna
nachos,
say-
dude.
Okay, so you get the cheese and you just drop it there? You could drop it in the nachos and then get it with a spoon.
Yeah, if you
What
want.
you guys are saying?
Like I was gonna say, if you're short on time in the morning, like you just put the popcorn, the kernels in a bowl, pour some milk over it, and just start eating it.
Ew.
Milk?
You're talking about cereal, not
the
popcorn,
cold,
my friend.
the cold solidified butter is just
Yeah.
thrown into the milk.
Like, and then all the oil comes to the top of the milk.
Ew, that's disgusting.
Oh,
You
you're
see
gonna
the
put the
you
milk
see the
first?
bubbles of oil.
You put the milk first? No, dude. You don't
Milk,
put the milk
the
first
popcorn,
ever.
and then the bowl.
What's the law? That's the law, dude. You have to put the cereal first and then the milk. That's
You
fucking
put
law.
the cereal,
That is-
then
should
the
be a
You
milk.
break that law.
Do you put milk first?
What? No.
Oh.
Okay, no.
The only time I ever would do that is if like I eat a bowl of cereal and I have some
Oh,
milk
yeah,
left
that's
over.
understandable.
Oh,
So
you
then
just
I
put
put
some
some
more?
more
Yeah.
cereal in
Yeah,
it.
yeah, I do that.
I know what you mean.
That's
That
understandable.
yeah.
That's
Nah,
the
nah.
only acceptable
You put
time.
the milk in first.
No, you take it out.
Then
put
you
it
get
in
the
cup,
cereal.
Put the cereal.
Then you
just
put the
strip it
then
out.
you put the bowl.
What you do?
On-
And then you put the spoon.
No, what you gotta do is
spoon.
you
put
gotta
the spoon, you put the cereal, and then you put the milk, and then you put the bowl.
Yeah, there you
Upside
go.
down.
you just gotta like
Upside
get a
down. So it
can hold
handful of
everything.
cereal, just put it in your mouth and
Or you
just
can eat
drink
it.
milk.
I saw a video of someone with a bowl, and they get the milk jug, and they start pouring cereal from the
I've
milk
seen
jug,
that, yeah.
and then they get the box and pour milk from the box. It's
I've
fucking
seen that.
crazy,
Or they
dude.
just like cut the milk in half and then just pour the cereal on top of the milk. Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
But
I've
no,
seen
but
that.
the nozzle was fine. Like it was probably the other side, or they fucking funneled cereal
Oh,
into the
what the fuck?
into the gallon. But I was gonna talk about like, is it weird to use like leftover butter containers for other things?
No.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I do
No.
it
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah. I do
Well,
that.
like
Yeah.
for leftovers too, but
On hell.
mainly,
Shut up. Your opinion doesn't
Like,
matter in any of this.
I one time
Why?
I was
Shut up.
we had a shitload of cereal, and I was like, cereal's fucking great, but there's no bowls. And I look, and there's a Cool Whip container, and
Cool Whip.
yeah,
Whip.
Whip, and I was like,
Whip.
this is
Gross.
perfect, and I used it, and it was the best experience I've ever
Why?
had.
How did it
Because
make
it
it any
still
fucking
tastes like Cool
different?
Whip?
Because bowls, they're sort of like a bowl,
Oh,
right?
Damn,
What
I'm
a guess,
fucked.
right?
I didn't know that. Dude.
No.
I've never seen a bowl in my life. That was the first time.
If you just like, if I'm holding a bowl full of milk and walking, I can spill it like fucking nothing. But with a Cool Whip container,
Wait, how much
What kind of
milk
fucking
do you put in
yeah,
your
how
bowl?
much-
What?
Like, that's a what kind of bowl do you have, and why would it spill so easy?
if you fill the bowl,
Oh, why would you?
no,
fill the
it's just
bowl?
there's a risk. There's a risk of it spilling.
There's a
right?
risk with anything spilling, especially
True,
a fucking Cool Whip.
But a
man.
Cool Whip container,
Wait, do you
real
ever
shit,
flow
I
your
can
milk?
grab the fucking top and walk with it like that, like because it's specifically walls.
Do you
It's so-
overflow your cereal with milk?
No, not too
Like,
much.
do you drown your cereal?
No,
It's not even cereal anymore.
but
it's
I'm
just
saying,
milk.
Yeah,
if,
it's just
if
like
the bowl has liquid, there's risk,
There's
a
70%
much higher
milk,
risk
the
of
rest is
spilling the
cereal.
Like,
liquid.
I could understand
rather
if like
than
you were carrying
pure
your
wall.
bowl and you
Just
tripped
like
over
that?
something.
See,
like,
I don't know what-
but,
I don't know what
like
Ray's
where you have to
talking
take
about.
a gentle step just
I'm
to
not
not
sa-
spill
no,
milk over.
I'm not
It's
saying
like,
I fill it all the way and I'm fucking walking, shaking my hands. I'm just saying there's a risk of you spilling it, right?
There's a risk
You
with
got
the Cool Whip
Perkins
thing
in
too,
it?
unless you put the
But-
top back on.
no,
it. You can
That's
do that.
even better.
You can do
I didn't
that
even think
with
about that.
Putting the top back on it, yeah.
And
I got lost.
if you don't like dry cereal, you can just put the lid and fucking shake that.
You do.
what?
What are you talking about?
We're still talking about cereal.
Yeah, but the
I don't
last
know how
part,
Ray would have such a hard time with the Cool Whip
like
thing.
cover
And
it
regular
with
bowls.
What?
What? You guys said cover it and shake it. What are you guys talking about that?
Cereal.
cereal.
Do you
Cereal.
like dry
You know
cereal?
how he said he puts his cereal into
Oh,
a
yeah,
Cool Whip
it's
container?
just like a snack.
You're a snack.
We could talk about wrestling. That's on
We're
the
not
list.
done with the cereal.
Are you?
dude.
You? What else do you want to talk about with cereal?
Chocolate cereal.
Why do you have such a hard time carrying a bowl? That's what
I'm
I
not.
wanna know.
I don't have a hard time.
How many times have you spilled a cereal bowl before?
Like completely?
Once.
Yes, once.
None.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever.
Like
What?
real
But
shit, though.
if I'm holding
I had
it,
like
and then
that,
I lean
and
it a
just
little bit, and it
flipped
just
over all over me.
I was trying to listen to both of them, but that was hard.
Wasn't even good, dude. It was have you guys tried those toasted French toast cereals?
What
It
about
was like those little
cinnamon
Yeah.
toast crunch.
No.
Oh, dude, those are
Oh.
good.
Oh, the little bread ones.
Yeah, the little bread ones.
Oh.
I
Oh.
was eating that and it just spilled all over me.
Oh,
Who
nice,
was
dude.
it?
Good job.
It was someone at the school. What's her name?
Them bitches are good,
She was there last year.
totally
She had a
good.
mohawk.
Kaylin.
Yeah,
I miss.
I think it was her.
Mm-hmm.
I could be wrong,
Mm-hmm.
but they were talking about that cereal.
Yeah.
And I think it was day of, or it was her that had a Ziploc of that cereal.
Yeah.
It was just a bunch of little breads. I was like, I've never seen that in my life.
Really?
That was
Yeah,
the
I've-
original.
yeah.
Shit, dude.
Yeah,
Cinnamon
dude.
Toast Crunch.
Was it?
Most
They
likely.
weren't in stores for a bit, and then like they brought them back, right?
I guess. I don't
know, dude.
That was literally the first time I've
Never
ever
purchased
seen
that
that cereal.
Like I
Yeah,
saw
right.
some dude on YouTube, like he literally had to order it.
What
'Cause he,
cereal?
like-
I would not go
Because
the
they
extra
were
mile
off.
to do that. For
They were
cereal.
off the shelf.
Do you drop off by
Until you-
helicopter?
One of those drones.
Yeah.
No, full helicopter.
Oh.
Why are you so gay, dude? Get out.
You know what?
Gotcha, dude. Fucking-
No, you.
It's 2018, dude. No one's making fun of you. It's okay, Ray. Just let it
Fuck
out.
you. Don't start pulling that shit. Esteban and them are doing that to and I feel bad for him because they're like, it's okay, you can come out of the closet now. And he's just like,
Ooh.
fuck you, and he like they keep picking at him about it, and like, I'm sorry, who's that? Who's there? Mom?
Someone knocking?
Why do you have this?
Wait, what?
What do you mean? It has a use.
It's a
Are you using
charger
it?
phone.
No, not right now. It's Ray's.
It's useless at the moment.
Yeah.
But you're just gonna take it.
Yeah.
No.
You do that. It's not
You're
mine.
not. Because maybe there's gonna be one day I'm gonna need it.
I didn't say I was gonna take it to my house.
You said you're gonna take it.
Okay.
Yeah, in my hands. As
I
of
didn't
right
know.
now.
I didn't know. I apologize.
baby.
Are you fully like on a from 1 to 100? How conscious are you?
Dude,
3.
Shit.
-3.
-7.
How low?
W.
Purple.
I mean, checks out.
Mandarin
Checks
orange,
out.
dude.
Where are you?
Mandarin. Huh?
Wait,
Oh,
what?
where are you?
Are they called mandarins? No.
Mandarin orange.
Man, right?
Wait, why did I?
What are they called?
Continents.
What-
No,
going on?
it's like an orange.
Grapefruit?
But they're orange.
Grapefruit?
It's like an orange, but they're orange.
Oh,
Isn't it a
yo.
Is it a
grapefruit?
no? It's like a
What are you
mandarin.
talking
Is it a
about?
mandarin? What are you talking about?
What
No,
is a
fucking-
grapefruit?
A grapefruit is a gross orange.
What? Those aren't gross, dude. Those are good
They're
shit.
disgusting.
Aren't those the purple? The fucking
Grapefruits
purple
Yeah.
are
red
not
ones?
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you could
The
put like
pink
sugar
slash purple.
on it or
What?
something.
Grapefruits are not good.
You don't like them?
Yeah, they're gross.
What is it?
I
Is
do.
it a mandarin?
They're good with sugar
There you
because
go.
that's the only thing they're lacking.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
an orange.
You're an
You're talking
That's a
about an
gross orange. Grapefruits are gross oranges.
I agree, but isn't that what you meant?
We're looking up.
No.
how many fucking different
It's
types
a
of orange there
mandarin
are.
There's a
oranges.
purple orange.
Mandarin orange.
I want that.
Is
orange.
it? Is
I don't know
did
if
you
it
look it up?
exists, I just made that up.
You lie.
They are
more than
mandarins.
likely is,
those
though,
are
'cause I know
those
there's
are
like a blue
cuties,
banana.
my guy.
Breeding.
Wait, are
purple
they?
orange.
Were they small?
Yeah, they were small. Yeah,
Or
were
if you
those are
eat it, you
cuties.
just die instantly.
I better, dude.
I just
would
looked
eat
it up.
Dude,
I'm
I'll
gonna.
do it.
I wanna. You know what? Sometimes I
What
wanna
is-
be sure.
I'll
Okay.
ask them when they're done talking.
What?
What do you want?
What do you guys consider eating?
Eat-
Is it the chewing and then swallowing? Is that the full eating, or is it just chewing?
Eating?
Yeah.
Just
I
long,
had it.
as long as you swallow something, you ate it.
Consuming. is
True.
not
You
eating.
it's
Consume.
inside.
Consuming.
will-
Yeah.
What to an extent changes from eating to consume?
Hmm?
When it's,
When
already
it's
in your
not
belly.
edible?
Huh?
No, not when it, like the whole process, but say I get a slice of orange
Yeah.
and somehow just the, fucking, the whole thing. No, okay, hold on. So that's me eating
I'm
an
telling
orange.
you, he just needs to come out of the closet.
Shut the fuck up. No, but that's eating an orange. But what if I did that with something else like a Lego brick? Is that consuming a Lego brick?
You'd
Yeah,
have a-
probably.
you'd have
Yeah,
a-
definitely. I would say, but like,
Okay,
if it's in your stomach
okay.
and it's being dissolved,
Just
by
gotta
So there
watch
are
You're trying
two-
to build a little house inside
No.
of your array of Legos.
So there are two different examples, right?
Yeah.
Food is eating,
Yeah.
something is edible or consuming.
Well,
Now-
eating is tied with food. Consuming can be like you're consuming really anything.
True.
Like it doesn't have to be food. It's like anything you
Exactly.
really take in.
But
eating
how
is just
far will it go to
specifically,
where it
like food.
changes? Like
yeah, that's why we say
what's
eating.
what's the thing that's so close to a food but it's not?
Sand.
Yeah.
That's actually yeah. Wow, you're so quick with that. What the fuck? You were ready, like
Yeah, dude. I read your mind. That's how.
get out. No, I wasn't thinking.
Well, what about a
salad.
liquid? Like a liquid is
You're
almost
drinking.
food.
No,
Almost
but that's
food.
drinking. That's
Yeah,
different.
drinking.
So we give
Because
it
you
their
can
own.
eat or drink and
You're
consume.
consuming a liquid.
Yeah, well, of course you can do that with oranges, but I'm saying consuming in the term of something that's not edible.
What were you saying, dude?
I don't know, dude. Well, like, I'm trying to find something that you can both consume and eat, but consume in terms of
Food.
it's something that's not food.
Oh.
So something that you
What's not
Bark.
food? Clay.
clay.
Yeah?
Could you consume clay but kind of eat
What about
clay?
tree bark?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Bark.
Leaves.
Yeah.
Leaves.
When you said bark, I thought you meant like a dog barking, like woof woof.
Oh, no.
Oh, what the fuck?
Bark snarl.
Bjork.
Bark, snarl,
Bork.
boof.
Heck.
Gosh.
I've never heard a dog actually say heck. Like, I don't know where they got that from.
Dude, dogs are very intelligent.
This freaking.
I heard a dog say roof.
Damn.
I didn't know they had that language.
My grandpa told me that he taught his cat a long time ago, not the one currently, but like an old cat a long time ago,
Yeah.
to say milk.
I don't believe
Nice.
Why? Like, you didn't even let me
Say it.
finish, and you just
Yeah,
say
you
you didn't
did.
believe.
You
Like,
said
you were so quick with
milk.
it, though.
Damn.
What
What
how'd
if
you
there's
do
a
that?
possibility that there was a cat out
Something's
there
arguing.
that can say
Fine,
milk?
dude.
I don't even know what they're arguing about.
You don't even
Milk
know
or
what you're
something?
talking about.
There's no way a dog. I mean,
No, I'm not even talking
You
about
don't
dogs.
even know what animal
You-
it is.
A
You
cat.
can't say anything.
A
We're talking
cat
about
cannot
tortoise, my
speak,
guy.
dude.
Well, it's so
Dude,
close to
Would
meow.
you ever eat a gerbil?
What if you alter it a little
It's
bit
not
to
dead.
milk?
You just consume it, dude.
You just.
Because
you
some
just
people
eat
say
it.
Always
milk.
Eat it whole.
Milk.
Yeah.
What are the odds that it
If
would
people
die?
can say milk, you can
no,
morph the
100%.
meow into milk.
Are you sure about that?
If you chew on
Think
it.
about it.
No, don't chew on it.
Oh, you just swallow it.
Just
Just
swallow it.
in the first place.
I
So
think
when
it'd
it
take a
wants
little while to
milk,
die.
it can say milk.
Or if it
Why would
doesn't
you
die.
give your cat milk? Isn't
I don't
there
know
cat
how
milk?
it wouldn't die.
Very
but-
squishy on the
Yeah,
inside.
cats can have cat
What
food,
if it
but they
cuts
want to
it
drink
crawling
something
up
too.
back to
Exactly.
Water.
That's disgusting.
Or milk.
I don't even want to imagine.
Thus-
It's like it's been
the
a couple
need to
days,
say
you're just
milk.
in the middle of like a dinner date,
Dumb.
and then you just.
It's not dumb.
Excuse
You're
me.
just
Teach
you're
your cat how
just
to dial
comes
911.
out.
you're
It's
just
like,
knocking
whoa,
it down
oh.
immediately
How long has
just to
that
do
been?
it. You're not even
Teach your
helping me.
cat
And the
how to
worst
dial
part, dude,
911.
punch the wall. the
That
gerbil
would
starts
literally
playing
save
out,
your life.
and you're
Instead of teaching it
pregnant.
fucking milk.
Ow.
Because it fucking wants milk.
These guys are still
But you
talking about the
can't
cat
teach
talking- saying milk.
To dial like and talk.
Oh, you can.
You can just teach it something
Well, I mean,
simple.
yeah,
That's
it
it's
doesn't even
one
need
step.
to talk though. You just
fuck
dial
is
911.
going
It's
on?
like, hello.
It's not
Th-
gonna
there's
be
no
able
response.
to
Like,
recognize.
oh shit, something happened.
Teaching
So it's
a
like,
cat,
let's go send.
teaching a cat
Here
to say
go these
milk
boys.
is so much easier than teaching a cat to get your phone, unlock your phone, or get to the emergency
Me,
number
who
part.
said a cell phone? I meant a home phone.
Wait, what the
Okay,
fuck? What
hold
are
on,
you guys
no.
talking
I
about?
So
thought
then-
this was about milk.
to then get that phone and dial 911 and press call.
Yeah.
You think that that's easier or more?
I'm not
like,
saying it's easier.
Well,
I'm not saying it's
that doesn't
the
matter.
difficulty.
If difficulty doesn't matter, then I would teach my cat to speak full English. But that's not what we're going for.
You could.
No, you can't.
You could do it.
You really can't.
You can.
There
You know
is
why
no
you-
cat that can speak full English.
You know why you can't? Because it's a fucking cat. That's
Exactly.
why.
That's why
They have a.
the difficulty is set to fucking easy so it can learn milk from meow. That is so similar that it's possible. But dialing on a phone is something
Deadass,
completely
dude.
different.
It's possible.
No, it is
If I ever
not.
heard a cat
Dude,
say
have you not
milk,
seen that
I might
fucking
kill it.
Uber fact?
Like cats are already.
I'm sorry,
creepy,
Uber
dude.
fact?
You just
Yeah.
teach them more
Please tell me an
language.
Uber fact.
New fact
Dude,
is
what if they do
a
speak our language
gentleman
and they just
taught
don't
his
wanna
cat
talk
how to
to
dial
us?
911 for so long.
Fucking
And then when he
assholes.
had a stroke, the cat dialed 911 and it saved his life.
Milk.
They
Facts.
just hear a cat saying meow.
Facts. No,
Uber
you,
facts.
You hear the guy having a stroke over the phone.
Rock facts.
What would he
Oh,
say?
some
Help
people
me, I'm
get
having
that.
a stroke.
Yeah.
No.
What would happen? Well,
Motherfucker.
okay, hold on. What would
That's
happen
exactly what would
if
happen.
someone calls 911 and you're just quiet and there's just no noise?
They might send someone over.
Yeah. Like, yo.
Like not even hang up, just no noise.
Yeah.
I think they might track your phone number down.
Like, yo, what the fuck happened over here?
Because it makes sense if you're like, you call and you're silent and then you just start like knocking on something or like as if you're fucking shaking around or you're like falling or something.
Yeah.
That makes sense because they can hear the subtle like rumbles.
Yeah.
But just complete silence.
No, I think they would just track it back.
I feel like there'd be a shitty scenario though that the operator is like, hello, hello, and just hangs up.
I don't think so. I know if you call the police, don't say anything, and then hang up, they'll call you back. I know they'll do that.
Yo,
Have
you
done
called
this?
me?
Huh?
Have you done this?
No, it's known. Like,
Oh,
for
fuck, my bad.
idiot.
Goddamn.
Oh. Fucking cats, dude.
Fuck cats, dude.
I love cats.
They're
Cats
cool
are
things.
fucking nice, my guy.
They're cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking
Yeah,
on
I-
Always
You have a
that one
dog.
that's just like, nah.
He's a dog person.
Fuck no.
You have a dog.
I don't.
I
He
saw
doesn't
it
have a dog.
the other time I was
It's not
at your
his
house.
dog.
Someone
Oh,
does.
yeah, it's not
It's his dog.
He hates that dog.
It's
Like
really
Yeah.
every time I bring him home, he hates that fucking
He loves the dog.
Oh no, you love that dog. You've been lying to me.
I do not.
You hate that
I
dog.
hate it.
You're not fully conscious
He
right now.
ruins my garden.
His shitty garden, he just ruins it.
He
all.
ruins my
what,
shitty garden.
what little I have, he takes it down.
What I already had very little, and he took it from me.
And even then,
Like I told him, like if you want the dog to stop, put a rat trap in there. Like fucking.
oh yeah,
No, I'll
True.
put poison on there.
no, don't
Don't
do that.
Don't kill
you
the dog.
Because
fucking
someone probably
idiot.
does like the dog.
Fuck them. Fuck them. They ruin what little I have. That dog fucking asshole.
That's why you get something to scare the little boy.
Nah.
Put a little fence around your garden, dude.
Shit.
A little fence.
Just put up cement walls.
Fortnite.
No, shut up.
I'll fucking build a brick wall, dude. Fortnite.
Put a bunch
That's
of
disgusting,
Legos there,
that's
dude.
I would
It's
say
like the in the Lego games how fast you build. It's like that.
Yeah, just.
Yeah.
It's gross. I've been playing a lot of Fortnite. It's gross.
Have you played any Lego game?
Yeah, dude. Who
Indiana
hasn't?
Jones.
Yeah, dude. That's what's
Yeah.
good.
I had the Star Wars one that had all 6 episodes.
Yeah, I had the Star ones.
Nice
With
as
the
hell.
Lego Batman.
Nice, dude.
I played some of it. It was pretty fun. I think it was like a demo or something.
Lego
That's not the one
Batman.
I did. I didn't play that one, but I've seen people play it.
It's another one.
I was really young when I saw all this.
I remember
Harry
playing-
Potter.
Was Harry
Dude,
Potter one?
hell yeah.
Again, dude.
Nice.
Trying to think.
Nice.
Dude, what upset me was that, like, there was Star Wars and Indiana Jones Legos.
Yeah.
That was when I was really young, so I was able to play Lego, right? But now that I'm older, and, like, if someone catches me playing a Lego game, they'll be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Or something like that. Or they'll look at you differently. And I was upset because, to that point where you just shouldn't play Lego games anymore, they made one for, like, the Avengers and Marvel and all that.
Okay.
And it was open world
So, what if you go to like Legoland? Like,
by
do
yourself.
people look at you differently then?
Boys.
Well, I think if you're
You're an adult in Legoland.
just you.
Just you.
Just you.
I think if it's just you, any amusement park, they're gonna look at you differently.
Why? I'm just trying to have a good time, man.
Alone.
What's wrong with that?
I think that's rude, right? What's wrong with
Yeah.
you?
It's like what?
And judging people because they're by themselves at a party.
I'm by myself all the time. I think I get to.
Shut up, dude. You're not by yourself. Your grandma's always there.
I rarely
Goddamn.
talk to her.
So?
The-
Doesn't mean you're
The
alone.
interaction is very little.
I'm actually gonna move out of my house soon.
I
Probably
won't.
by next month or so. So I'm gonna be by myself. It's gonna be crazy.
That's crazy.
Or just
What are you
might go
doing?
move down to my brother's house.
Art, dude.
No, you're on your phone.
It's-
Get off.
It's art.
So what?
Look
Let me
at
see-
it.
Let me see the art.
It's a hand. No, it's not a hand anymore.
Art.
It's a god.
It's a face.
It's hentai.
It is a face.
It is a face.
That's illegal.
That guy's really
It's
good.
not illegal.
though. That guy's really good. How do you do that?
Dog.
What's wrong with something illegal?
It's against the law.
That's clearly what's wrong with it.
I can leave. Like I can
Oh,
Oh,
I
damn.
wasn't going that far.
Ray's being mean.
I wasn't even talking about that.
Ray's being
Asshole,
mean.
dude. I'll leave if you want me to. I'll pack my stuff.
Alright.
Damn.
Will
I'll
you
clean
move
out the shower.
Will you move out?
Yeah.
He's going back to Russia.
Don't take any of my shit.
Fuck you, I bought that shampoo.
That doesn't matter. Who uses most of it?
Fine, dude, I'll take the fucking the loofah.
What's a loofah?
Loofah? Loofah?
Wait.
Loofah?
You not know what a fucking loofah is?
Loofah? He's asking what it is.
No, he asked you what it is.
Yeah, I'm asking you.
Oh, it's a
Do
little
you know
thing
what
where
it is?
It's like a body wash thing. It's like a little sponge thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. good
Almost
enough.
got you, boy.
I didn't
I
even-
feel like you're just gonna spit out nonsense and just like not know what you're talking about. What are you doing?
What?
I'm sorry.
What am I doing?
Yeah.
I was looking at my lanyard. I was playing with my lanyard.
Bullshit. You playing with your dick.
Prove it.
Have you seen that? There was a
Exactly. Bitch.
sick Vine when Vine was cool.
Ew, dude.
Of like, he was just sitting at the table looking down, and the girl's like, "Get off your phone." He's like, "Nah, bitch, I'm playing with my dick." And he gets up, and his pants are at his ankles, and he like scurries away.
That's awesome.
It's
dude.
fucking funny. I'm playing with my dick.
There's a video
You don't
like
have the
that.
balls to do that, right?
No, I don't.
Like this kid beating his dick in class, and like the girl behind him starts zooming in on him. Then you just hear, "What are you doing?" And he just looks up, and it plays just the dun 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 dun. And it's just like, oh no.
That's cringy, dude.
You know, they've made a second Vine.
No, I didn't.
What the fuck is it?
They revived Vine.
What is it, Vine 2?
Yeah.
Ew.
The sequel, dude.
Yeah.
Now we just need it to be a trilogy and a prequel, and we're good.
There you
Hell
go.
yeah,
What
dude.
is it gonna be longer?
I don't know.
It's gonna be 7 seconds. Each.
I honestly haven't. All I know is that they made it, and that
People don't use it.
someone like Evan Breen,
What the fuck's that?
Evan Breeds.
you know him.
Who is it?
He,
Who's that?
Funny
he's-
dude.
He does memes. He makes some memes.
Oh, okay. That's not
And
needed.
I think it was
He's
him.
like drinking water. He's like, hey, can I get a sip of water? It's not water. A vodka. I love your style. It's vinegar. What? Vinegar, pussy.
It was either him or someone was like, "I finally set up my Vine 2 account," and that's the whole thing. It was like a tweet or something. It's just like, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Why did they kill Vine?
I think it was a situation of like one business bought it or something, and they're like, fucking conquer and destroy. It's like, we have it, destroy it, and like something like that maybe, or it's just some like the dude who made it
Can't
was
blame
like,
that business, because then we got the Viner invasion
yeah, they
on
fucking
Instagram and YouTube.
scattered everywhere,
Just
like rats.
Like rats, dude.
Just fucking Ratatouille.
Vine gave birth to memes, dude.
Are you retarded?
I don't think so.
Real shit.
No.
Real shit.
They helped brought shitty people to make memes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they did that.
Some of them were pretty good.
Some.
Some are trash.
A lot of it are trash.
But
Like the ones that are trash or loud equals funny. It's not funny.
That's what you like.
Loud,
Fucking-
dude.
Yeah. That
Nah.
crippling bass.
Crippling
you
bass
fucking
is
love
funny
that. It's
as
loud as shit.
Fuck.
yeah, that is loud.
Yeah.
It's loud, but it's more than just loud.
It's nothing but
It
loud.
has a deeper meaning.
Exactly, dude. You guys
It's
just can't
literally
see it.
nothing
Can't
but
see the
loud.
Nothing but
philosophical
loud.
meaning of the crippling bass.
Ew, dude,
That's
why do you say
nothing but
that?
loud. And then you sent me so many fucking memes of just like that high pitched noise.
That's
It's like,
funny. I like that.
Yeah,
Oh, those
actually,
memes are stupid.
these are
fucking retarded.
Every
dude.
time they come up, I skip it. As soon as I hear the first bit of that noise, I skip it.
No, there's one that's stupid
It's
that
so
tries to
stupid.
replicate it. It's the iPhone alarms. Have you seen those ones?
No.
I don't know. What the fuck?
There's one of like, you've seen them, like there's one of Patrick, SpongeBob, and then that big dude. Have you seen those?
Yeah.
ones?
Oh yeah.
There's one of those where it was like noises, and that big dude was just in like a ringtone, or like it was the stopwatch or whatever, or the timer, and it was just that was it. It was just that sound, or like the ringtone, and they've done it on multiple things, and it's not as funny as just the high pitch. There is one that I've seen of like a guy walking into frame. He's like, "Hey, I'm a cowboy. I'm a fucking Chinese cowboy," and he just screams, and then he like, and he screams again, and it's just high pitched the entire time. It's fucking amazing.
That's stupid.
So gross.
It's funny. That is
then,
comedy.
Then that the zombies.
That is stupid.
I didn't like
hate
that.
That was so
There's a reason that
stupid.
died in like a couple
So
days.
Yeah.
gross.
That was.
They're
That
still
was.
making some though.
Are they?
Yeah, I have.
I sent him one of some black kid screaming.
That was a baby.
Dude,
It's still
can't
black kid.
say that, dude.
Oh, why?
What, kid?
Black.
Because
Oh,
children
I
are
forgot-
disgusting.
I forgot you have a phobia of kids.
I do.
You don't like kids?
I don't want to say.
Yeah.
it.
It's pedophilia. It's when you're scared of kids.
That's not. Yeah, dude. Sure.
I saw there's one.
I'm really scared
I don't know
of
if it was
pedophilia.
like a Vine or like a small video, but it was that one of the guy walking up to the cashier and is like, "Yo, y'all sell donuts?"
Yeah.
She just like giggles and backs up a bit.
He's hot
They
as fuck.
they changed that into a zombie meme.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
What the
it's
fuck?
disgusting.
That's dumb.
It's like
That's
it's
dumb.
shitty editing of her eyes turning blue, and then
One of the
her jaw
comments-
moves like
one
a
of the-
puppet.
One
it's
of the
just
comments
upsetting.
is like, she was probably getting a hold of. They probably pointed a gun at her.
Or the one that's like, "Hey, can you fix my keyboard?" Like, this is a bakery. Pulls out a gun. Can you fix my keyboard?
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah, that one's a good
Some
one.
people are crazy as fuck.
Dude, anything's
Some
free if you
dude
have a
just-
gun.
Some literally dude
Stop
just like
that.
walks in and goes like, "Everybody, shut the fuck up! I just wanted to say have a great day." Some dude just runs like, "Hey, what the fuck are you going?" He just runs out. Fucking hilarious.
There's the fucking another one of a dude on a tractor, like on the side of the road, and he's like, "I have the power of God," and he lifts
Oh,
up a
I saw
revolver,
that.
and
Oh
points
yeah.
at the cop. That's bad.
That's pretty funny though.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious.
That's
I
pretty
sent this
fucking
guy one
edgy.
of.
Ooh.
I sent him one of some guy taking a piss. Then
Oh yeah, and he's
turns
like
around,
starts
he
running,
slips
slips on a banana,
on a
and
banana
eats
peel,
shit.
and it does the
Have
little.
you-
We'll be right back.
There's one of a car driving, and they show the mirror, and there's
Oh,
the
they
two
drop a
others.
banana
He
just
drops a
right- I've
banana.
seen that.
Yeah,
Saw that.
it fucking worked.
It did work.
I showed
That
someone,
was staged.
and they're like, "Do you think that would actually happen?" I was like, "No." What are you talking about?
Shit, like the captions are like, "Yo, this next Mario game looks real as fuck."
You know what memes I really hate are the ones of like, "Yo, they turned blah 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 into a real thing." Have you seen those?
I know what you're
Oh
talking
yeah,
about.
I know what you're
There's
talking
one
about.
of like
I
that-
think my favorite one is "Yo, they turned women into a real thing," and that one was funny. That was funny, but it was just like, "Yo."
I saw one that's like, "Oh, they turned pool into a real game."
They turned what?
Pool, because of the 8-ball pool game.
Yeah.
That upsets me. Like
I hate people.
it's the point of like, "Ha,
Oh,
yeah, I'm being
yeah.
stupid," but there's probably someone out there that's made a meme like that started it because he said it unironically.
Yeah, fucking dumb shit.
Why you throwing shit around, dude?
I wasn't. That was all.
No, not me.
You can't even fucking prove that. Dude.
You have.
Oh yeah, there's this one like, did you know every Lego game they made a movie afterwards?
I've seen that. Yeah.
I didn't get it at first. I was like, "What the fuck are you saying?"
That was.
Dude, thank Lego for Indiana Jones, really.
Okay, but the hot meme of the month. She say, "Do you love me?"
That's
Love me,
stupid.
pop
I've
me."
seen the one of fucking Shaggy.
Girl, I'm sorry.
That one hurt.
I
I remember the
it's
first.
50
good.
The first one I saw was with Mario and Peach. And
Ew.
I'm dead ass. Then it just spread, dude.
The first one I saw was of Shaggy.
Oh,
Have you seen that
Shaggy.
one?
Yeah.
Where
that
I
he
love
was
his
sings it?
voice crack at the
Yeah.
end. Sorry.
disgusting.
Other than that, it wasn't that good. It was pretty
this,
funny.
This guy played the entire song last night in Fortnite. The entire song. Worst
Have
part
you been
is-
using my Spotify?
Yeah.
Okay. I haven't, like, there hasn't been a moment where we've both got on it recently.
Really? You've
Yeah.
been using it too?
Yeah, real shit. I've been using it a lot more recently. And I still haven't seen, like, there hasn't been a moment I wanted to message you saying stop. Like,
Yeah.
I
Last night, I was fucking listening to music, or this morning actually, I was
Mhm.
listening to music while I was playing, and you weren't on.
last night I was editing episode 6 of the podcast.
Go and look at it.
And I think
Visit our
before and
Patreon.
after, like, I don't like listening to music as I edit audio because that's fucking
Check out our
stupid.
SoundCloud.
Yeah, no, but like before and after,
Check out our merch
I was
in the
just listening
description.
to Spotify, and I was
You guys
like,
have merch?
I'm on it a lot
You
more,
should get
but yet
merch.
he's not listening. Like, there hasn't been a moment where I see your fucking, like, your phone pop
Danny
up.
DeVito's using this.
Yeah.
Yo, this cable is green as fuck, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Why is it green?
It was supposed to be white, but it's so old because it's an old
Who was
USB.
that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
How did it turn green?
I
Some
don't know,
lady
off white,
that
my
needs
guy.
Respect, dude.
What?
People are starting
A
to like
lady
that
that
with
needs
Supreme
respect.
and whatnot. That off-white shit. You guys like Supreme?
No.
You guys like Bape?
I like Tostada Supremes.
Like Bape?
Those are pretty good. Yeah, the company. Do you like guys like any clothing brand?
Not really.
I don't care.
They've gotten ridiculous.
Like,
They've gotten out of hand.
What?
You
Clothing
can buy
brands?
Supreme chopsticks for
You could
Oh,
buy
yeah,
a
I've seen that.
Supreme
$100.
clothes crowbar.
yeah.
I've seen that.
That's
It's like $400.
That's
You can
ridiculous.
also buy a Supreme brick.
true. Yeah,
The
that was
I
the thing
think
too.
the best one of that was there was some dude. He's like, finally got my Supreme brick today, and like he opens the box, it's broken. It's like broken in half, and it's just a fucking brick.
There was that video of the Supreme meetup, and the interviewer was like, "So you want to buy a $300 or $400 crowbar that just says Supreme?" He's like,
Why?
"Oh, I didn't even know it
Uh-huh.
said Supreme. I just wanted a crowbar." It's like,
That's amazing.
That's dope.
But
how much is a crowbar?
Normally?
Yeah.
I don't know.
$11.
Not a lot. It's a fucking crowbar.
Yeah, you could probably go to
Big
like,
It's like
what,
20 bucks.
Lowe's right now.
Hardware store and get like a crowbar like $10.99 some shit like that.
I don't know.
They might ID you though.
The internet is beautiful.
For a crowbar?
Yeah, dude, that's
Never
some
know.
serious
You
shit.
can do some
Nah.
serious
It's like,
shit with a crowbar.
it's like
dude.
cigarettes, dude.
I've walked out without ever being ID'd with a Glock from Lowe's.
Dude,
That's
real
because you
shit.
pointed at them.
If you just go and buy stuff at the store and you bring a gun, for some reason it's all free. Like they just
It's
let
true.
It's just
I carry my AK on my back all the time. I get stuff for free all the time.
There's a
It's great.
there's a video of some people who are like exercising their right to like have their guns on them in public,
Yeah.
and they got a violation. So they later that day went to the police station
Mhm.
with the guns on their back. So they
Mhm.
were fucking holding them,
Yeah.
and they were just like, that citation was wrong. I can do this or something like that. Like that was their intention.
Mhm.
But as cops saw them walk through the front door, all of them got guns, and they're like, "Put the fucking guns down! What are you doing?" And they're like, it got fucking tense real quick.
if I was a
Were they
cop,
like?
I probably would have shot one of them.
Were they all like carrying the gun, like
Yeah, they were
marching in?
Like, yeah,
with their
like
guns
there's
in
some
their hand?
people like that who are like pro-gun law. I think that like
Pro gun.
something
You know?
pro-gun.
Pro gun.
Pro gun.
But like
Constitution. Did you know that?
they just walk.
Yeah.
They just walk in public with their gun, either like holding them in their hands or just having them on their back. And if a cop goes up to them, they're like, "Am I being detained?" It's like that shitty thing of just like constantly like that, or like,
Oh, where they challenge the cop?
Yeah.
Oh
or
shit!
it's
Yeah,
like,
no, don't
I
do
have,
that.
I have the right to walk here with my gun. Like this is safety or some bullshit like that. Crowbars are $11. There's one that's 12.
buy a
$380 for a Supreme one. $400 for a beryllium copper.
So what's-
Oh,
alloy.
let me see that one. I want to see it.
It's like it kind of looks gold.
Was it?
That's
Beryllium
nice.
copper.
I wouldn't
alloy.
buy it. I would just get a
Oh.
crowbar and spray
Non-sparking.
paint it gold. But you know,
Yeah.
But why?
because autism.
A solid grow.
Because
You would
Supreme,
spray paint it
Supreme, it
gold
makes
crowbar.
sense because they're
Just go
getting
buy a
Just
crowbar,
they're
get,
getting
spray
spray
paint
items.
it gold.
spray can with the real gold and spray it and shit.
You melt down some gold, put it in a spray can, spray it on your crowbar.
Easy.
With like a crowbar with Supreme, it makes sense that a company, like a clothing company or just a brand itself, is trying to get an item and make it ridiculous. But when it's something like beryllium and copper, it's just an alloy. What the fuck is the point? Because like it's not boosting a specific company.
Crowbar.
It's not like
I
trying
would buy
to.
that. I would
do
buy
this
that.
and
That's
that,
not going to
like-
be expensive.
That
Glasses
is
and
gonna be
that.
bought to be used as a crowbar
It'd be useless.
Yeah.
when you can just
It'd be cool,
spend
though.
$12 or
True.
$11. What's the cheapest crowbar,
$3.
dude?
I'm gonna say $5 at most.
Free if you steal one.
Free if you just carry your gun with you.
$8.
Like, yeah, dude. There you
$3.
go. Wow.
Well, it's 1 foot. It's a small one,
$3.
Oh, it's a pussy one though.
but it's still a crowbar.
Yeah.
Still a crowbar.
There's a $30 crowbar,
That crowbar.
$11
better cure one
for-
disease.
a really fucking long crowbar. I think it's 24 feet.
Oh my god.
What?
I don't need
No,
that.
not 24 feet. I'm stupid. Maybe. It looks really fucking stretched.
That says 24 inches.
I knew that.
Idiot.
But why does it need to be that big?
That's like that's the sort size of a
it's
normal
No.
one.
normal one.
Look at that. That looks normal.
What?
That's just 12 inches.
That's a baby pussy crowbar.
No, it's just a crowbar.
It's a little baby crowbar, that one.
You
though.
can definitely tell the difference from 18 inches.
Well, from pictures on the phone.
Yeah. Look at this. No, look. You see that crowbar there? That looks like a regular crowbar, right? What the fuck are these? What is that? That one's even longer. Look at that. You can.
Talking about crowbars.
Well, it's 24 inches is like what? Here's
It's
a
2
foot.
feet.
Yeah, no, that's a
Who
that's a
would've
normal size
guessed,
crowbar.
yeah.
A foot. But like,
That's a normal
it looks
size
so
crowbar.
stretched. That means that the crowbar ends are just small.
Probably.
What's the point?
I don't know, dude. I mean, the crowbar that I have at my house is about that long.
I don't have a crowbar.
How useful are crowbars?
Depends on what you're using it for.
Anything. Has
My
there?
dad's in construction. He uses it all the bloody time.
But you have it like at your house, right?
Or like deconstruction, it's really good too.
Have you just been doing literally anything and thought, I probably need a crowbar for this, or I'm glad I have a crowbar?
Like I said, it depends. Yes.
Would it be wise to invest in a crowbar? And by invest, I mean $11.
Are you interested in buying?
Just
I'm selling it.
Are you selling a crowbar?
You know what? You just said you don't have a crowbar.
Shut
You
the
fucking
fuck up.
lying piece
Shut
of
the
shit.
fuck up. I'm trying to make business.
With nothing.
I'll
Give
make
me
a bird.
money and I'll give you the idea of a crowbar.
Yeah,
You can
but
pay
no,
up
if
front
like
if
if
you
someone
want.
in your family does construction,
You
or
can pay up
just
front.
just that in general,
Mhm.
they're gonna need a crowbar or use a crowbar. I don't know. I wouldn't say necessarily need.
Whenever I think of crowbar, I think of breaking into something.
Yeah, it's really good with deconstruction.
Giant crates.
Yeah.
Just pry open the top.
Dude,
Mafias.
no. When I think of crowbar, I think of siege.
Mafias.
I think of you know, the Joker beating.
Oh yes, that was a
Someone's
good one. I like that.
That was pretty good.
That's
That's
a
a
good
good use of a crowbar.
I
Beating
agree.
someone to death.
He didn't die.
He almost died.
Alright.
He got really close to dying.
He
Yes.
should've died. He should've.
That's why it's-
But no,
Well,
he's-
he
he
did
checks
die.
out.
He got revived in the Lazarus pit. He did die.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right.
Who
He's
died?
right. Shit, he's right.
Who did?
Jason Todd.
Yeah.
That boy got fucked up.
I don't know.
Yeah,
That
that's
was
a good
funny.
use of a
Really
crowbar.
fucked up.
I don't know.
That
Yeah,
was
it is.
funny. I read the comments.
Most iconic crowbar.
I would buy the crowbar from the Joker
Do you think
after
it was
he
a
used it.
supreme
What for,
crowbar?
dude?
No.
Are you sure about
He
that?
or maybe
They
it
can't
was,
see
but
it,
he stole
but I
it
can
'cause
fucking
it's
see
the
it.
Joker.
I'll
It's a
tell you,
freak
but
of a
fucking
Do
phone.
you watch?
To him, it was.
for a little
You know what I
bit.
mean?
Just a bunch of hentai.
They didn't need to know that. They didn't need to know that.
Now you just told the whole
Yeah.
world what he's looking.
Are
to
you
do.
sensitive about people knowing that you watch hentai?
No.
Dude.
Then
Why would you do that?
All I
Like
do
what?
is watch hentai. I'm watching hentai right now.
You better be.
I'm sorry.
I
It's-
am.
Contact lens in your
Hey,
eye.
hey, I'll give you nothing if you give me a sip of that Coke.
That's
I don't want
That's
great
gonna.
audio.
Yeah, that was about to say. That's great audio right there.
Yeah, you fucking piece of shit.
You're dumb.
No, you.
Damn.
Let a fucking
God.
third grade say, you dumb, not you. I know.
I don't think
I
they'll-
love the
what am
one.
I?
I love the one where it's
Have
like.
to cut both of those.
I love the one where it's like your mom was so fat when she sit on the plane, she sits next to everybody, and then it has a guy like having a heart attack, and it's like they're just like dying,
Oh.
and it's just like, oh.
There's the other right there.
Got-
Quite a few.
How about
didn't
this?
use one
Just
hour.
vent out and say the most horrible thing you can.
Cunt.
No doubt, I'm cutting it out. That's not that bad.
What do you mean it's not?
It's not that bad.
That's pretty
Cunt?
bad.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
That's all. I mean, it's not as bad as.
That's what.
Say the most thing right now.
Right now?
Right
You said
now.
the forbidden word.
Wait, what? Hold on, I want to know the forbidden word.
What was the
dude.
forbidden word?
I just said.
What?
And he
You guys
laughed.
have been saying it all this
He started
time.
laughing. He's like, "That's the forbidden word," like a kid.
Say
Say
the
it.
mo-
No
say-
doubt, I'm cutting it out. Not just to like cover my ass. It's to cover the entire channel because I don't want that to fuck over like the
It's
one
just
video.
you're just saying
Shut the fuck up.
like people.
The funniest thing you can do is just like make that beep sound from those like cartoon
No,
shows.
I thought about doing that, and when I put it in like sort of in that area,
Okay.
it was so loud.
Maybe it's just me, but whenever they would censor the swear words, it always made it like
Funnier.
5 times more
Or
funnier.
something-
I know.
It was just
I
more.
know.
It was just
like another thing
hilarious.
too,
Or when you
though.
or when they like they sound that first letter like and then there's the beep.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. When it says someone says like shit, and they only bleep out the it, or like the hi somehow, or like they just get the s and the
That's
t.
the funniest shit ever. Yeah.
But like,
Funniest
why
shit.
you're only bleeping some of it? Why not just have the word in there?
Just edit it out.
They finally did that in Adult Swim, or was it Adult Swim? It was Comedy Central, right?
I don't know.
What?
They like they
for
let
shit?
people say shit.
You could always say shit.
Yeah,
Comedy
poop.
Central or Adult Swim?
Especially
doo-doo.
Comedy Central.
Just
yeah.
say heck and frick.
friggin'.
Heck, frick.
heckin' fruit.
There's
Christian channel.
what was the thing? I think it was in Breaking Bad when they were like, I guess, renewing seasons. They had to go with, or they had to have some contract or something, talking about how many times you can say this swear word or how many times. Like they were limited,
Yeah.
and that was only for people writing the script or whatever, and sometimes actors. But like, you know how much they had to pay extra for Jesse just to say bitch?
A lot.
Like
A lot.
$3.
I'm
I
sorry.
think I just
More
got a
than
bloody
$1.
nose. Hold up.
More than $1.
I did. Fucking knew it, dude. Fucking knew it.
Got
But
him.
like,
But the only time I remember where they said like hard F-bomb in Breaking Bad is when that bald guy, not Walter, the other one, the
Mhm.
cool one.
Hank,
Yeah. Not
Hank.
Hank, the other one.
Gus,
No,
No, he's
the
not that
other
bald.
one. How many fucking bald guys
Oh,
are there in Breaking Bad?
Mike.
The one that, yeah, Mike. I
No,
remember
no,
when
the other
when
one.
Walter accidentally shot Mike. Breaking Bad spoilers, by the way. You've had like fucking what, 5 years ketchup.
Ketchup.
But like I remember when he
I too
accidentally
like ketchup.
when he accidentally shot him and
It's too hot
they're
for
just
me.
sitting at the lake and he's like, I'm
It's
so
too hot for
sorry.
me.
And then like before he's
Pick
about
up
to
your
die,
dad.
he's just like, fuck you.
Ketchup.
And he just died. You remember that?
Yeah.
He was just like, fuck you. And he just died. I was like, yo.
I wish I could just die. You know what I mean?
Just
Real-
die.
Real shit.
What would your last words be if you were about to die?
My last words.
Yeah.
I think I'm dying.
I said that to you
Yeah.
years ago.
And I've agreed to like actually make that my thing.
Okay.
You know, mine would be traps aren't gay.
But they are.
You know what? Mine would be traps are gay.
Traps are gay. Traps are gay.
What would your last words be? Not yet.
Huh?
Is it gonna be something simple like I'm not done, or is it?
Oh, I thought of a good one.
Oh no.
That's not good.
No.
Oh no.
Uh-uh.
Oh no. Oh no.
No.
Oh,
What's wrong with you?
That was pretty
I'm
good.
gonna need I'm gonna need you guys to bring it down to a 2.
You guys are like fucking.
What, she was only
76 genders. I'm gonna need you to bring that down to a 2.
Oh, I saw that, dude. That was slick as fuck.
Yeah, like that.
Fucking good.
What would your last words be?
Shit, dude.
Fuck.
Oh shit, I'm out.
Oh fuck.
Oh, fuck.
Oh my lord.
You know what'd be another good one?
What?
Your mom gay. Dead, dude. You just die.
Do you think?
What a shit meme.
It's
Just like your mom drinking.
Do you think it's just if it's something like that memorable, it's gonna be continuously talked about? Because like there's always like that big role model or that historical figure that their last words were this, and this means like motivation or encouragement, whatever. Like in a family, if someone was like, "Bitch, what the fuck," and then just dies, like, do you think that they're gonna talk about that all the time after? Like,
yeah, my fucking grandpa's last.
I remember.
Bitch,
yeah.
what the fuck?
Exactly. Is it like gonna be something like
That's
that?
a great story to tell though.
Or if it's something
Yeah.
like it's like he said carry on and don't stop, like something like that, which would be more memorable? Or would they start talking about his last words? if it
Bitch,
was
what the
that?
fuck? Well, I'm pretty sure they're gonna cover it. I was like, yeah, his last word says like, keep going.
They're gonna
live
make up a
life-
fake thing?
Live, yeah,
Yeah.
live life at the fullest. Like
Then
nah,
just
bitch.
the
He said,
spirit of grandpa looking at Seds
Nah,
in the
bitch,
living
the
room.
last
Like,
words-
that's not what I said.
It's like, nah, bitch. The last words my grandpa told me was like, you gay as fuck.
He called me a bitch.
He called me a bitch.
No, it's like the grandson. He's just like, yeah, no, he said that he knows he's passing and he's gonna do well. And the ghost comes up, no, what the fuck? I called you a gay pussy. Shut the fuck up. It's like, oh my god.
Nigga, you ain't gonna get pussy. You are pussy.
But do you think that like last words are that important?
No.
That- No?
No.
That's quick. Okay, that's it. Done.
Yeah, no, there goes that whole bit. Fuck you.
I wasn't making a bit. I'm just curious, man.
Whatever, dude.
Nah, dude.
No one gives a shit.
I forgot to flush.
I left the stove on.
Let me tie my shoe. It's like an OCD is like he didn't finish.
His
I'd-
last words. You ever seen that picture? Like his last words, like, quit shaking the ladder, you cunt.
Oh yeah. Saw that.
Yeah. I was watching with my brother not Reno 99, Brooklyn 99, and that has Andy Samberg in it, and they were talking about something where it's like, yeah, but remember last time we made a bet, and then it shows him on a ladder next to a basketball thing. It says, you bet you can dunk it. He's like, yeah, but you didn't say I didn't need the ladder. And he goes for it, and he fucking misses, and the ladder slides down, and he falls. Like, he completely, even with the ladder, he fucks up. It was so fucking hilarious.
Oh no.
He's like, I got this in the bag, and it just fucking fucks up. It was amazing.
Dude, I've never seen Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
It's pretty funny. I remember seeing when it first started, or like just hearing of it, and I was like, oh, it's gonna be cringy or something. It's funny, dude. Yeah, it's actually like, we should watch it. Dude.
I started watching Shameless. I watched 15 minutes of it.
Have
and I
you
started playing
seen
Fortnite again.
what is it? Arthur? What was that?
Luther.
Luther. Have you
Like
watched
her.
the whole thing?
Yeah, I finished it.
Is it good? Is it really good? Oh shit! I want to watch it.
Yeah, it's fucking.
Just because it has Idris Elba.
Yeah.
That's the main reason why.
I liked it because the description said like this genius cop. It's like shit. Give it a try.
I also yesterday I was going through YouTube and there was a clip of House, just the show, and I was yeah, and I was watching the clip. I was like, oh, this boy's smart as hell, and he has an answer for literally everything.
He's savage as fuck.
Yeah. So and then I started going clip after clip after clip, and then compilations of just like his like witty comebacks or something like that.
Fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it's pretty good. You just left.
We haven't gotten to any of our topics, dude.
What do you want to talk about, dude? We got a few up there on the wall.
Interesting music.
Interesting music? Fucking lo-fi, dude. Why am I
Lo-fi?
crying? Okay, hold on.
I cry
Why
every
do I
night.
cry all the time?
I fainted.
Yeah.
Listen to lo-fi, I fucking fainted.
Do you like lo-fi?
A little bit.
I play it every time I'm in your car.
I know. I feel like his mother, dude. His mom was like, "You trying to put me to sleep so we can
Yeah.
crash and die?" And it's like, first thing he gets in the car, he gets in, he wraps his sling, he just plays sad music. I'm just like,
Did you
it's
cry?
it's not even that
I
it's
cry
like
on my way
super
to
sad
school.
music.
Mhm.
It's just like safe music, you know.
Yeah.
It's like music you can show to anyone and they won't like get turned off by it at all.
Yeah. But there still is that. Is he sad? Like,
Yeah, but like a
Is he
lot of
okay?
them aren't sad,
Yeah.
you know.
Andres mentioned that lo-fi sounds like elevator music with a beat, and then I started thinking that when I was listening to it, I was like, oh shit, it
God
is.
damn
like,
it.
Yeah.
I
No,
was
but
trying
like,
to avoid that. I was like, I still love it.
there was a time we were playing it in class, and then Andres was like, why am I crying? Wait, hold on. Like,
Wait, hold on.
It's just naturally a thing.
Miss McGeehan liked it.
Yeah, she liked it.
Like I said, dude, you could show the music to anyone; they won't like get turned off by it at all. It's just that acceptable.
Yeah.
But
It's
then
fucking
again,
nice,
it's so
too.
accessible that it's kind of like really
Accessible. Or you mean like to make it?
On our way to school, like
to make and to just everyone can hear it.
Oh yeah.
To where it's not really like pushing a boundary or anything.
Yeah.
It's just safe music.
Because I feel like if you're in a car with people and you just play like straight country, they're gonna be like,
What the fuck?
yeah, and because that in a
First-
sense, it's like listen to the song and try to like it. It's basically what it, like to me, if I was in the back seat and someone does that. But if they just put lo-fi, you can tell it's more of an ambient type music.
Like background
Where-
music?
Yeah, that's what ambient means.
Like it's music
Yeah.
that you're not supposed to like pay attention to.
Yeah.
If that sounds weird, it's like if I want to do something like make a meal, it's like I'm gonna put that
yeah,
on
it's
just as
perfect.
background
Exactly.
music.
And
But then
something
it's
like
like-
that where it's something background where you don't need to like pay attention. If it gets good enough, you're like, oh
Goddamn.
shit, ooh.
Shit
Yeah.
go hard, my guy.
Or you can just lay down in your dark room, stare at the ceiling, and cry.
I cry listening.
It's
to
not that
Snowman.
it's not that sad, right?
You can find some pretty sad.
There
ones.
is a lot of sad ones, but it's not that sad.
Most of them too. I found one yesterday. Cause
Did you put it to your playlist?
Yeah. well, no, not this one. It's in the my Discover Weekly, but it's one of them that it's not necessarily. It's some lo-fi, but it sounds more of a beat for rapping or something like that. Like it's perfect for, like that sort of instrumental that someone's looking for. Don't go to it now because we're doing a podcast. If you play music, I'm cutting out all this
I
audio.
wasn't playing it. I wasn't gonna. Fuck. What was it called?
I don't know. Let me see.
If you play one song, we're stopping the entire podcast.
I'm putting this shit in the ground.
We're deleting everything.
It was
Yeah.
one of the last ones.
You guys need to be quiet though. Like holy shit, I heard you guys from in the bathroom.
Really?
What?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Like,
I was
They heard
directly
us.
across.
They heard us talk about crowbars, dude. Fuck. Don't.
They definitely heard you guys say a lot. That's for sure.
Fucking good.
But you know who won't hear it? The listeners here.
Like he's gonna bleep that one.
you know
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
gotta,
yeah.
you know what I gotta say to all those people out there? Fuck them.
Can't say that.
You ever heard of Yeji?
Yaga?
Yeah.
Lady Gaga.
Oh yeah, dude.
She's hot as fuck.
Yeah, she makes some bomb ass music too.
Yeah. Yeah.
I saw you made a shitload of playlists.
That's some heat.
I deleted one of them, but
Oh,
not
did you?
not some heat. I left that one because I know like you obviously listen to that.
Which one?
I had Run and then I keep Light from Radio. There's another one in there.
Wait,
but I
why'd you
forgot
leave
what it was.
Run? I just realized that.
Because I use that to run.
I think
Oh,
my main
Guess who's
genre-
not running? No, it's just I have
Rock or metal.
those playlists and I can literally like, if
Maybe
I go
my
run,
main
I can just
genre.
press
Mhm.
one on
Whatever
songs
they like.
and not put it on shuffle, but just get
Rock
it in
and
that
metal's
order,
pretty nice.
and that's it.
You know,
Classic rock.
it's just.
But if there's just
nice
too
to-
much playlist, it's ridiculous.
I don't know.
What if I played D-Bangs?
I'm sorry.
Rock and
D-Bangs.
metals
You don't.
need that.
Like
Oh,
bad
no.
titties.
They don't need to make a comeback. They're still around. They're definitely still around.
They are around. They're just no one's as
When I
popular
went to that
as they are
playlist that you
nowadays.
added called
No,
Some
Like, it's
Heat,
mostly hip hop now.
I was like,
Yeah,
it's
hip-hop
probably gonna be
and
some ski
derivative
mask.
raps.
There's a
Like
fuck
hip-hop
ton of
has
ski
always been
mask in
popular,
that. I was like,
you know?
yep.
You've always had other things
You
to
probably
kinda
went through
counter it.
songs and like,
Yeah.
this is good,
Like,
this
you've
is
had
good,
your
this is
country
good,
and
this is
rock
good,
and
like
metal,
continuously.
Where it's like, yeah, we
Country countering anything? Bullshit.
country.
Fuck was
You know,
something like one
what?
song from Trippie Redd, the only song.
Yeah, and then the rest are-
Not
And the
all
rest are
country
not.
is garbage.
You should just listen to ski mask.
Make
The
an
old-
argument
the
that all
older
country
country-
is garbage.
No, I don't want it. The older country is better.
True.
Old country is good.
Johnny
The-
Cash.
Because
Fire
new
Brothers.
country
Johnny
tries
Cash
to
is fucking
implement
nice.
rap and hip
Rich
hop into
Bitch.
it, so it's kind of just
Sounds
like
good.
trying to blend a genre
Bitch
that
by
just
the
doesn't
Fire
want
Brothers
to
feature.
work.
Oh yeah.
I don't
You
mind
know,
country.
It's like
but
trying
it's
to breed,
overplayed.
it's like trying to breed velociraptors and like baby rabbits in the same pen. It ain't gonna work. It's never gonna work. Stop trying to make it
That was
work.
an amazing analogy. Holy shit.
Velociraptors and rabbits, dude.
I
It's
mean,
like
I
it's
would.
not gonna work.
I would.
What are you talking about?
The rabbits are gonna kill.
They were
the
talking about
velociraptors,
country
dude.
You
We
don't
all
know
know
that.
that. We all know that. Ray, what are some country songs you can think of where you're like, God damn, that was a good country song?
Red Tractor.
Red Tractor?
No.
Or was it something Tractor?
No.
That's
Are you
what the
saying it
majority of
as
us.
the meme or like dead serious?
Isn't there a song called
Yeah,
Something
there
Tractor?
is.
Yeah.
Take your for a ride on my big green train.
Do you like that song?
Yeah.
I just like Johnny
Because
Cash,
it's
my guy.
funny. Oh yeah, Johnny Cash is the
Johnny
boy.
Cash is boss.
When he did that cover of Hurt, I almost cried.
I cried.
I think the best part about that is Trent Reznor was like, yeah, that's better than what I did.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's all right.
What else are the good ones? It's just, I don't know. I think it's just anything Johnny Cash like does. It was good.
Fucking hipster.
Unlike now. Now it's trash.
I mean, the majority of the things in are trash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But some fucking country bitches, them bitches be thick as fuck. dude. They hot as fuck. But
don't-
like their music just ruins everything.
Dumb as shit, but hot as fuck.
Not dumb. Well,
They're not dumb.
some
No.
Mm,
are. Debatable.
they're making country.
Fucking got him.
Shit, you want me there, dude.
They're listening to new country and they like it. So there you go.
Well, the first band I actually ever liked was Avenged Sevenfold. And then it went Korn.
You emo
And
fan.
then it went to Papa Roach.
Roach Papa?
My grandpa
Korn?
showed me the Beatles.
And then,
When I was really little.
Ever heard
Fucking
Octopus
nice.
Garden?
I think no.
Sounds tight as fuck.
Fucking dude. Favorite
I would have played, but
favorite
you
rock
can't.
band of all
Yeah.
time? Linkin Park.
Another thing is
Ew.
probably copyright and other trademark
No,
bull
but-
crap. Because that, I mean, YouTube, you can
Linkin
get
Park
strikes.
wasn't bad.
Linkin Park was
You just
really
put, I do
good
not
at a
own
point,
any
you
of
know?
his music.
Yeah,
That-
it's,
no,
you
that's
definitely
not
have
how
to
it
be
works
going
for
through
that.
a
Yeah,
certain
no, that's why
phase
most
to,
people,
Yeah.
if they're
to
doing
listen
something
to them
and they're like,
constantly.
But you know, they
they
had good
even
music.
just singing a song
Yeah.
for like
And
3
then they tried
seconds,
to go
they have a
mainstream.
risk of getting a strike
Yeah.
They fucked
because that
everything
company
up.
is like they used our music and they're getting profit off of it. So then they'll just like, I guess it makes sense that we're safer because we're not making profit off of these. But still,
What did
I
you
mean,
mean?
that's
I don't know.
I lost that
I don't know what
conversation.
you're talking
Money.
about, dude.
Yeah.
Like if they hear us
monetize
singing-
these old videos or something like that. Yeah, that would be a problem. But I think it's better safe than sorry. So just no music at all, unless it's something that our friends made, which I still never.
I want
heard
to hear
anything of
James's
that. Yeah.
fucking so James's Heat.
It's
James's
pretty good.
Hoop.
You've heard some of it,
Yeah, I know.
yeah.
I need to hear more though.
So something like that, of like just that background. It's
Or like-
basically like I told Esteban
Esteban.
to make lo-fi and just we'll play it low in the background or something. Or just something soft
Yeah.
and subtle. Haven't heard back from him. Doubt he's gonna.
What's your
listen to
guys'
this.
like
Just
favorite
make
band?
your own lo-fi. Like, it's not hard
I'll
to
do
make.
it, dude.
You won't do it.
You might do
I
it.
just said I will.
Pussy.
Yeah, and you'll fucking name it Chub and Tuck.
Favorite what?
Dude, that's not a bad idea.
What was your guys' favorite band when you were going through like that emo shit?
Hollywood Undead.
Nice.
21
nice.
Pilots.
21 Pilots.
21
too.
Nice. Nice.
I
What
saw
about you?
something.
Linkin Park.
Lincoln Park.
I saw something of 21 Pilots. I was like, I'm gonna listen to it and see if it has that nostalgic like you're fucking disgusting or like that cringe of like when I was little. It kind of holds up. I can understand why I liked it, but then I realized like, what are you doing? Stop.
It's music. It's just subjective, you know.
Yeah.
Shut up, mommy. Because you do not be my slime. I love that song.
I'm sure you do. Thank God for Lil Pump teaching. Fucking
Tupac had a rap?
Yeah.
If we didn't
Fucking
have
trap
Little
music.
Pump, who would have taught Biggie? Who would have taught Wu-Tang Clan?
Who would have taught Tupac?
Who? The question is.
Lil Peep taught Snoop Dogg how to
Ew.
rap. Come on.
He did.
And you know who Little Pete learned to rap from? Gandhi.
Who taught Lil Pump?
Martin Luther King.
Ew.
Malcolm X.
Ew. Ew. That's disgusting. Hey, what are we at?
What are we at?
I got 1-8 on
Me
my
too.
Maybe because you started at the same time.
Shit, dude, he's
Who
right.
would've guessed, dude?
How'd you know, dude? Is this good time?
Yeah, an hour's not bad.
You want to talk about one more thing?
Do you got something?
Pick up the board, dude.
Pick up the fucking board, dude. Superpowers.
Super
I want to talk about something.
That's gonna last a long
That's okay.
time. That's gonna
It's
last
a-
a lot longer than we were talking
Well,
about.
we got a lot of. You guys got a lot of stuff to cut out and edit, so you know.
The episode 3 with the whole group,
That was
or
an
like
hour.
the whole D&D group,
That was an hour.
we had an hour and 20 minutes, and I cut it down to an hour and 17. Like, cut
3
it-
minutes.
That
dude.
I had to cut out a lot, and it just 3 minutes.
Just
So
3
if this
minutes.
is an hour 20 or something like that, I gotta get that out.
Sure about that.
But like something like that, it probably cut it down like 3 minutes. It's because it's just 5 seconds here, 2 seconds here,
Alright.
it just adds up.
Fuck, you want to talk about superpowers?
Well, because me and him have found like almost perfect rules for teleportation. And I'm just wondering if anything could be added on or anything more detailed can be.
Perfect rules for teleportation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it just your OP as shit?
Yep.
No.
You're pretty much God.
Mm.
Like you
Well, no,
can do
that's another thing.
anything.
That's
No,
another
we
thing with
limited it.
superpowers. OP is useless. Like immortality, that's fucking stupid. That's the worst power you can get because you just can't die. That's it. Like
All
it's
you can
stupid.
do?
But with teleportation, yeah, it's just like I could go everywhere. I can take anything. I can take anyone. It's like that's useless as well.
But what are your limits on it?
You can only take if you're gonna take items or just like a large collection of things.
It'll take about this
It-
desk.
The size of a SUV. We determined. Like that's a good enough size to where like, say some reason you need to take a car somewhere or like your car, you can, if it SUVs
Why
are
not
pretty
drive
old.
your
Why would
car,
you need a
dude?
car? Why would you
Exactly,
need a
but
car?
if there was a situation of something like that or bigger,
Oh shit, my car's out of gas.
yeah, I need to teleport. Yeah, but like that, and then I don't know. Did we talk about it of like bringing other people? Was it that say I grab you and then you grab Allah? Does he go too, or is
Yeah.
it just main contact?
I
of
think
me?
it'd have to be a main
Main
contact.
yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
contact.
Then you
I-
run
I
out
was
of
talking
places to
with-
play, so you just
I was talking
But
with
you know,
Alicia
you got like an
about
extra
it.
hand, so it's just.
I was talking with Alicia about it, and it makes sense if you think of it like electricity when it comes to taking other people.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, if, say we have all four of us, and you can teleport, going down the line and Angel's the last one, and there's not enough like charge or not the same, half of him will go or something like
Oh
that.
my god, you cut him in half.
Yeah.
I don't want to. Don't cut anybody.
Yeah.
in
So I
half.
think it's more simple of like, if you just contact the source, then you're going, not chain through, because then it's something like electricity.
And it
You-
doesn't matter how many people.
what?
Like,
You
just have like
read My
15
Hero
people
Academia's
put your
manga?
hands on you.
No.
No.
Like 15 people
No.
put your hands on you. All those 15 people will teleport.
So
Yeah.
okay. So
He can
here's
teleport
one.
now.
Here's one.
He can
here-
fly now.
No, he's stupid shit. That's what
Oh.
Midoriya is. But like in the manga, one superpower they have that's OP as shit and is proven to be, especially in Bleach, is you can see into the future.
Oh yeah.
That will
makes sense.
always be overpowered. But one thing I love about Hirokoshi's work is that he found such a great way to limit it, and it
Mhm.
makes a lot of sense. AKA, you can only use it once per day, every day, you know, just
Mhm.
one time
Yeah. Yeah.
for 1 hour. So that's it. And then another thing is that he put like a little emotional spin on it, you know? Because if you look at someone right now and you see their death, and it has at least a 99% chance of happening without flaw, why would you want to see that? Like, how
What
could you
anime
see
Yeah.
that?
is this?
My Hero Academia.
Never seen
My
it.
Hero
I know,
Academia.
we keep
nuts.
telling you to see it, but you're a lazy piece of shit.
I feel though, because there's limitations like that, or if there's something really OP, there's always a counter. And some people can go the easy route of like, say that there was someone with that power and they're just like, I can see in the future, everything you do is predicted.
You know what's an
And then-
overpowered power?
They go to
But the
swing.
thing is, another thing is you can only use it on one person
Mhm.
if you're making direct eye contact
Yeah.
with them. So if you look at the news broadcast, you can't do it because
Mhm.
it's not. You have to be in person, look at
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, that limitation.
1 hour.
It makes
that's
it much more easier, just so it's not some OP thing. Like if it was, and someone goes to swing, and then they can just dodge it, and they're like, the fight's useless. But then some reason he throws 2 punches, and the person seeing in the future didn't see the second punch, and it's like, how did he do that? What the fuck?
What-
And then it's
what
like,
kind of
I just
god?
have
You
more
beat
power
the
than
future.
you. Yeah, it's just like,
That doesn't make sense.
yeah. But there are some that would just go that route of just like, oh yeah, he did it because he's stronger. Or
That's
something
like
that,
that's
you know what I
like that's like I can read all your movements and what you're thinking. Oh, I don't think. It's just like
Yeah.
It just like hits time
Yeah,
stop.
it's like hockey
Mhm.
from One Piece. Like it's literally when they use vision hockey or some bullshit like that.
Oh yeah.
Like you don't even have to look at them; you'll just dodge their punches.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that.
But in most cases, they find like a sound way of just finding a solution to it, to where it's just one a day or someone
Yeah.
in person or something like that.
and then
You know what's an overpowered power?
Hmm.
Nullifying
Monkey
other
Sharingan.
people's powers
Monkey
for
Kill
being able to
Sharingan.
stop their power, like completely
shit.
nullify it.
Yeah.
And then when
Talking
you let
about,
go of them, they get their power back. But when you have contact with them, they
Yeah.
can't have power.
I'm talking about like Eraserhead, dude.
Yeah, like a racer head, dude.
And the
That's
problem with
dope.
that is make direct eye contact, and once he blinks, it's over.
What?
Once he blinks, it's over.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
they get the power.
No, that.
But there's
I see how you did the limit of that, but like I'm just talking about like if it was just straight contact with someone.
That's a useful power. It's just that's your only power. So if they're still good at fist fighting and you're not,
Exactly.
Look at your shit. Put
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's just basically putting on equal playing.
So
field
it's
at
just
that
like
point, just
like
two
if he was
people,
fighting
regular
Superman,
fighting.
he'd more than likely win. Because
Yeah.
Superman is just like I'm gonna hit you really hard. That's it. Superman doesn't
Superman
have
is
skill.
God at this point.
Yeah.
he is Jesus.
So if he went up against a guy that nullified his
That's
power,
why
he would
Batman
just be
can
like,
fuck him up.
that was a
That's why-
pussy ass hit now because he touched him.
If Batman and Superman are fighting and Batman uses kryptonite to get him to his level,
Mhm.
Batman has the martial arts sort of training, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Where
Yeah.
Superman, all he's learned is just throw a punch and it's going to be like 10 times the strength of a semi.
Yeah.
But once that's
It's more
gone,
than
it's
10
just...
times.
Oh,
like
yeah.
Well,
getting
yeah,
hit by
but
the
I mean, as
sun.
as an example.
Getting hit by the
Getting
sun.
hit by the sun. My God.
But I mean, once it comes to a point of like, oh, when I swing, it's not that strong, so I gotta think how to swing or do this really quick. Like, Batman's already got it down.
That's one thing I loved about Hunter x Hunter.
Hunter X
Hunter X Hunter.
This you're not supposed to pronounce the X.
You're not
No
supposed
one
to-
gives a shit that you're not supposed to pronounce
Hunter X
pronounce the
Hunter,
but they did.
whatever. Is that even the weirdest uses of Nen? Everyone thinks in that anime, you know. There's always a counter to everything.
Oh yeah.
Even if you're super powerful, like all you do is just hit things really hard, you still got to think about every movement you make.
Mhm.
It's something I always liked about
To
that
power the
anime.
Nen into one spot.
Exactly.
It's just
Like,
so they
there-
wouldn't.
You
so
always
it
have
won't
to be
hurt
at
as
least
much.
a step
Or like
ahead
fucking
of even
Gohan
yourself.
Super Saiyan.
Yeah, Gohan
That was
Super
dope.
Saiyan was
He got
dope.
fucking triggered because that one the cockroach bitch couldn't revive that long-haired dude
Yeah. She didn't even
fuck
try
that.
though. She didn't try.
because she already knew there was. no
Yeah,
way.
exactly. That's why. But that was dope.
But yeah,
dude.
it's not
and-
to a point where it's just like, oh, I'm really strong, punch, like that's it. No, they like think about it and stuff like
Yeah.
that, where it's more psychological.
Yeah, like there's this
Even
one
if you
scene,
think
there was
like
this one
someone's
fight,
power is
like
absolutely
you remember that one
useless,
fight?
it
was,
still
like,
has
they
a
were
use
like
in
in
certain
this-
context.
when they were like in this arena and they started fighting, and Gon literally used the fucking the floor as his advantage. When
Yeah, I
he
remember
picked
that.
it
Yeah.
up and did
I
it
fight
right
against
back.
that. I forgot his name. The clown guy, the jester.
The Joker.
Yeah. That's not, yeah, sure, dude.
The one of my favorite parts in Hunter X Hunter was where he's fight like when he goes Super Saiyan, but before that, when she like gets her legs ready, and you know how they like tense up, and when she's about to jump
that
really
was
fast, that was
gross.
disgusting. Huh?
That was gross.
But when she starts to do that, and she turns around, and he powered up and all that, she was like, "Whoa!" And then when she was gonna jump at him,
She was already in the fucking front door, dude.
Well, no.
yeah, she swung at him, and he just looked and was fucking gone, and I was just like, "Oh my
That shit was badass
God.
because literally he's like already in the front door, like follow me, I know the way.
I know, Dewey.
Another
That was
cool
dope. I
part
really
was
liked
you guys remember the Chimera Ant arc with the Ant King?
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
the one we were talking about, right?
Huh?
That's the one we were
No.
talking about.
yeah, that's the same one. That's the
Same
same
one.
arc. Yeah.
It is the same arc, but it's not the fight I'm talking
No,
about.
yeah, it's not the.
It's fight. I need to rewatch Hunter X Hunter. actually.
The old man versus.
Yes, the old
boss.
man versus the Ant King.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was a
that's a
dope.
badass
Like that fight was.
Where he takes
So
his fucking leg and he just
amazing.
fucking
Because
flexes it and closes
It was the fight of like pure power versus just like strategy.
It was
Because he knew. I
intense.
love when he was like, if I make one mistake, I'm fucked.
Yeah, that was intense. He could tell his level without even like knowing his level. It was just like,
Exactly.
this guy's really strong. Oh my god.
And then when he's just like, I'm gonna take your left leg right now, and he's just like, you won't do it, pussy. And then he takes it. And
Then
he's
he
just
takes
like,
his left
well.
leg.
Oh shit. Then he takes his.
I
arm.
really liked the old man's Nen though, when he would just go like this, and then his hands started, and
Oh,
then there would be
badass.
multiple like hands going, and then a giant fucking thing behind him appeared, dude.
Then he
That
started
thing was
fucking slapboxing the fuck out of him.
I thought the nuke was a little much though.
Then oh yeah,
That
where
was
he
a
had-
little
where he was just
much.
like,
Yeah, he's just like, I had you in checkmate since we started this fight. And he's like, well,
well shit.
get.
I was really sad when the old guy died.
Yeah.
Like I
That
was
was
really sad. He was overpowered.
sad.
He was a god.
That's a spoiler, dude.
But dude,
Wait,
It's
wait,
been
no.
7 years.
that's still- yeah, it's been 7 years.
It's been
man.
7 years.
Catch
And
up.
then, and then the
Get
one
it.
that we watched was a remake of the older version
2012,
of it.
2011.
It's even more of a spoiler.
It
But-
failed though. Like him killing himself did nothing. It just like weakened him. He still fucking lived.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened to him after the king?
Oh, I don't know. He like became friends with some dude.
I saw that. You
He
can
became
tell that
friendly.
he wanted to be nice.
Yeah,
but,
he
like,
became
See,
friendly
Ray,
with like
this is what
some
you get
fucking
for not watching
some little
anime.
bitch.
You
Yeah.
lost,
Little daughter
my
bitch.
guy.
No, I'm not trying to keep up.
You should.
I'm just accepting what you guys are saying and not thinking, how did this happen and why are they doing it? Like, no, I'm just accepting
Yeah.
it.
I
think
think
that's
that's
really
really
good
when he
series,
took his
though.
leg. He just started. He flexed and closed.
Oh, and
them
in his
like
own leg fucking closed to stop the bleeding. That was disgusting.
But like, with Hunter x Hunter and Hiroaka,
Say that one more time.
What?
Say that one
Hunter
more
x Hunter?
time.
Fuck you, dude. How about that?
Hunter x Hunter.
Hunter.
How about you jump over this
XD
table
Hunter. How about
and
that?
kiss the
okay,
boy?
Stop. Okay, stop.
Okay, with
okay,
them,
stop.
it's
What are you
like
saying?
you have gods, like gods that are limited in every single way. It still has to strategize. Or you have, you know, Dragon Ball, and I love Dragon Ball, but like in Dragon Ball, it's who hits harder.
Yeah.
It's always been that way, and it's I don't know. It kind of turned me off from
Their
Super now.
technique is amazing though. Like Goku's mastered mastered.
It is, but
extremely
it's never
mastered.
been-
Mastered everything.
Yeah.
But it's never been who's thought the best. Who's had
Who's
the most
Goku?
strategy
Thunk?
in every
Yeah,
Frieza.
fight.
Goku.
Thunk?
No,
Would
Goku.
you say thunk?
Well, I would say Frieza too.
Thunk. Wait, when it comes to strategy?
Yeah.
No, I would say Frieza.
Yeah.
I would say Frieza when it comes to strategy. But yeah, if it comes down to just like pure power, Goku.
Jiren, motherfucker.
Well, yeah, that arc Jiren definitely, but I'm talking about like Goku from like the beginning to.
Well, I mean, who can adapt the fastest? I would say Goku.
Oh yeah, definitely. That guy just doesn't stop. He just doesn't stop, dude. You
He
smack him
doesn't.
down, he gets back up even stronger
Stupid.
until he's at either equal level or eventually higher, and it's ridiculous.
It's the entire
Dude,
Frieza arc.
the next episode of
Super.
Super's coming up.
I'm hyped, my guy.
Yeah.
But can we talk about the
It's already
main star
perfect
of the
Ultra
show, Yamcha?
Krillin? Oh.
Yamcha, dude.
He's not even in the fight.
He's not even there.
He doesn't have to, dude. He has them fight for him.
He's gonna come through with the clutch.
It's just like,
He's-
oh, hey, I'm here, guys.
Took me a little bit.
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry, I'm late.
Walks in, gets killed.
Fucking
Yawn.
trips.
I love that Krillin's signature attack where they replace Yamcha's smoking body and they put
Oh,
Krillin there and
yeah,
he's
yeah.
just
I really like that. I like anime in general. I like anime that has a story though. Like I really liked Hunter because of the story. Don't get me wrong, the power of Nen and all that shit was cool.
If I were to say my
It's very
favorite
cool.
anime story would either be One Piece or another.
One Piece.
Another. That was pretty fucking good.
One Piece was really good when it came to story. Naruto had a lot of development in story. But oh my god, there was
Naruto-
too many fillers. I couldn't watch it. Like, oh my god.
the Naruto was awesome.
They
But
over-
it got really bloated.
They overdeveloped the fucking story, dude. They pulled
Like,
Way too much
it
shit in
it came to a point where it's like, I want to end Naruto, and
Yeah.
Shonen Jump was like, no.
Dude, I
So,
was.
Then we had the fourth Ninja War arc with Madara and all that
Yeah.
bullshit, and it's just like, yo.
When
Fucking
Madara
flashbacks.
first came into the
He was
fight,
badass.
You
He
remember when
was
he attacked
so-
the whole armory and he was just like,
It was really badass until he started dropping meteors. Then I
Oh,
checked
yeah.
out. I was like, okay, that's fucking stupid now.
He dropped
That's
one
so
meteor.
He
and
dropped two
then-
meteors.
Wait, hold on. He dropped one meteor, and then that
Some
one
old
didn't
guy.
do it right, you know, because of old man, what's his face. But when he
Oh,
dropped the
those girls,
second
he
one,
was
it
going
was
like that.
even
It started,
bigger.
like, his nails started pulling back a little.
Ew.
But that was badass. That was cool as hell. And then you had Garo with the hardening sand. It's like, all right, I made your sand lighter, and he's just like, woo, 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 woo. Tell me that's not what he was doing.
It was like, there's another one.
Yeah, that was really cool. I really liked the story and the actual detail that they would go into, like
I just love the
describing
fighting
how
scene.
they
I just
use their
hate.
chakras.
I hate
and
how they. I hate
hand signs.
Oh, and another one, fucking Cowboy Bebop. That shit was.
Oh, the Cowboy Bebop
I
was
told
good.
you about Cowboy Bebop, my nigga.
She made me cry at the end.
I
Dude,
told
what,
you, dude.
what about Bobo Bobo?
Ew.
I bet everyone forgot about that fucking anime.
No one's forgotten about that anime.
No,
Anime
everyone
classic,
has, dude.
I don't know.
Cowboy Beep Boop.
Boy, beep boop, beep
Bebop.
bop.
Beep Boop.
I love SpongeBob. This is my favorite anime.
SpongeBob.
Do 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 do.
But yeah, if I would say story-wise, I would say probably One Piece or
Berserk.
Hunter.
Oh
my
my
god!
God.
How could you guys forget about
I
Berserk?
forgot about
How dare you,
Berserk.
dude? How fucking dare you?
Oh my
That Berserk
god!
is one of the greatest things that come out of Japan besides rice bowls and hentai.
Yeah.
Like, that tells you
Definitely.
something, yo.
I totally agree with that, dude.
I feel like
Jesus
I should watch this.
Don't watch Berserk, read it. I'm telling you that
Oh,
right now.
okay.
Because it's never
The
gotten
animations are
good.
shitty as fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you don't like the 3D.
Okay,
animation,
watch
then
the
watch it.
old Berserk where it covers the Golden Age arc. That's a good show.
Watch the movies.
And
too.
the movies are really good, but they cover the
movies-
same
Are the
thing
movies
as the show.
connected to the shows at all?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
they're,
Let's
they're
see.
like the beginning of how Berserk became Berserk.
Okay. Yeah,
Then
because
like there was a 2017 and then 2018 is gonna start pretty fucking soon.
I'm worried about like if I see a list of like say there's 3 movies and then there's the show,
CGI.
that the 3 movies are
Okay.
sprinkled in between the show,
Mm.
and it's like if I watch the movies 1, 2, and 3 like in order,
Yeah.
it's gonna be time skipping a bunch of shit that I missed
Exactly,
out.
that's exactly what it's gonna be.
Not a lot though. Not too much. I've seen
Yeah.
the show.
I just have
and-
to
Yeah,
be
no, no,
conscious
I know
and
what you
make
mean.
track of
Yeah.
it, yeah.
But Ray,
But definitely watch the movies first and then watch the anime.
yeah.
Okay.
But the
Let's see if
manga.
I can do it.
That anime was
Read it,
so
yeah.
fucked up, or manga, either one. But they were fucked up.
The
They
thing,
were
The thing that's sad about the animes is that it's just all of the detail and personality that's in the manga that never really translates over. Because the manga makes the anime looks like a soap story. Because in the manga you just have so much. Just people getting cut in half. You can see every organ,
He
every
literally
rib,
fought
dude.
100 men.
In one.
Yeah, one.
Good.
With
That's why.
like a-
That's
with
how
like
you
an
get
arrow
to
in
be
his
called
chest or
the.
something.
That's how you
Like
get
he
to be
was
called the
he
100
was
Man
fucked up,
Slayer.
he still- yeah.
Yeah, that was his name. I
That's
forgot
how you
about
get
I
that.
forgot
That's
about
how you get
that.
to be called that. You kill 100
100
men.
men.
And this is probably spoilers for Ray, but the armor.
I'll cut it out, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, you'll cut it out.
The armor
The
that
armor's
he gets.
badass.
Oh my god!
Oh,
I
it's
didn't-
That
fucked how
armor
he
was
gets it,
so
too.
badass.
Yeah,
they're
It's
like,
so fucked how he
they're
gets
like,
it.
how do we put this in Dark Souls? Oh yeah, Artorias.
yeah.
Because Artorias' armor is modeled after Guts' armor.
I like how the armor originally didn't look like that armor. It
Mhm.
looked like the old King's armor. Do you remember that guy, the Skeleton King
Yeah,
guy?
just like that.
Yeah.
It was
Or the
originally
skeleton.
looked like him or like his armor, and I thought that was dope. I thought that just the normal armor looked
Yeah,
dope.
but then
when
like
it
his
started
anger,
to-
yeah, his anger started to forge.
yeah,
bad.
how when he raged, his armor started to form into what his like inner demon thing was.
Mhm.
Dude, that was dope. I really liked that. But I originally liked the original armor for the king too. I liked that.
Yeah, Berserk is just fantastic.
Yeah, it was a damn good story.
It's just amazing.
It's fucked up. It's really fucked
It
up.
is. It.
And
it's
Dark Souls, they have
extremely-
that great sword. His sword, shit's heavy as fuck though. I never used it.
Oh yeah, I like how when someone, I think it was like one of the knights or something, tried picking up his sword and they were just like, what the fuck? And he picks it up with one hand, and I was like, oh.
I saw a video of him sitting on a roof with the sword, and
And it keeps
camera
going
sort of
and
pans
going,
up
dude.
through the sword, and it
I
just,
saw that. I
it
saw
just
that.
keeps going. I was like,
Stupid.
It's not that big. It's
yeah,
as
no.
big as him.
I was like, that's probably unrealistic, but because it's Berserk, it might be realistic.
Maybe. Maybe.
The sword's as big as he is, and isn't he like 6'4"?
Mm-hmm.
That's a bit.
Guts is big as fuck.
Yeah, Guts is huge.
I
I like how he towers over legitimately everyone in the anime and
Damn.
manga. He's just walking and everyone's like up to his shoulder or lower.
I love Guts because he's such a badass, but he feels bad about everything he has to do.
He's the anti-hero though.
He,
like
he is, but he's so sympathetic at the same time.
Yeah.
I won't tell
Yeah, I
you.
really
I
wanna,
won't tell
like,
you
read
how it
this
was
and
when he was
watch it.
growing up, but like once you read it and you find out how he was actually raised, it's really heartbreaking.
It's
Yeah.
so really it's really.
But did they show that? And I don't remember. How
They
you-
don't in the anime how he was actually raised.
You would have to read that.
You have to read the manga,
Uh,
but like how he actually grew up to be how he is, it's so sad. And then once he gets with the band of the Hawks and then everything that goes down, you're just like, fuck, it's just like everything all over again.
Yeah. It was really good though. I
oh
really
yeah,
liked
when
that.
like, oh fuck,
That
part
was-
where, like they found
oh.
the egg,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
everything just went to shit. Oh, I loved
Yeah.
that. I was so fucked up, but I loved it.
Right. Yeah, that
Just
was
a little
super good.
bite.
And then that chick went brain dead because she got fucked so hard.
No, dude. It's
Technically,
like,
That's
Yeah.
a spoiler,
Yeah.
sir.
it was like Griffith took everything away from Guts at one time.
Yeah. And they were best friends too.
They were, but he did it for power.
He did.
He did it to achieve his dream.
Yep.
What's better, friendship or dreams?
Dreams. The fuck kind of question
Fuck,
is
dude,
that?
if
That's
you
what-
betrayed
that's
me like
definitely what
that,
Griffith
I'd be
thought.
so pissed at you.
Huh?
Yeah,
If
Ray,
you
watch
betrayed
it.
me, I would kill you.
Watch it. Dude. Watch the movies first. Then watch the anime.
Then
Or
read the
it,
manga.
Then read the manga.
Oh, and it's a challenge.
I
Try
feel
not to
like I
cry.
should read the manga after, because if I read it and then watch it, I'll be expecting what I read.
I feel
I've
You
done
should
that
do that,
before with,
yes,
with a
do
book, and I was watching the movie. I was like, they left that part. Okay, this movie's shit, and I didn't like the movie because
the manga's at such a high standard
Yeah.
already. Like the manga's nearly perfect.
I don't
plus
even,
it'll
I didn't even finish
for me
reading
it'll
the
be
manga.
like
I
extra.
don't even have that shit for a manga, dude. What's an app? What's a good app for a manga?
I
You
got-
know what I use, dude?
I got manga books,
I got Manga Master.
and then I got webtoons for other mangas.
Like Deadass is a good ass app, yo.
Yeah, no, yeah, definitely. I like this one too.
Try this one on. You too, Ray.
What's it
Manga
called?
Master?
Manga Master.
Is
I
it
guess,
an
like,
app?
Yeah.
Or is-
The best manga reader. Does that have like a purple thing? Like a purple skull?
Yeah.
Skull?
Yes.
Doesn't?
Yes.
All right. You wanna?
Get that out of here.
I
You
got
wanna
that.
cut
I
it
got
down?
that off.
Hey,
Oh,
hey,
yeah,
big
no.
boy.
Hey,
I got that
How
off.
rude!
Did you
hear
hear
this?
they're gonna make a fucking
Not even listening.
the Seven Sins video game?
I did hear that. Yeah.
It doesn't look that good.
It looks just like
No,
an
I'm
anime
just, I'm just a
game.
sad boy out here trying to wrap up.
Like Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
Or like the.
Did you guys finish season 2?
World Seeker? No. I
I
watched like
didn't
2
want to.
This is the
episodes of it.
second
And
time
that's
in a
it.
row we talk about
Season
anime.
2, dead ass was probably better than season 1.
You think so? I
Really?
did
I
too.
think.
We
so.
talked
Just because they discovered
twice
the
in the
fucking
same-
the Colossus.
2 conversations.
No.
Okay,
but,
don't
like,
spoil it, because I actually do want to watch this. We'll talk about
Season
this
2 is
later.
sad as fuck.
Isn't it on Netflix?
Is it?
It's pretty goddamn sad.
Okay.
And just a lot of shit happens. You're just like, why? Why would you do that?
Okay, guys. I think.
And then season 3 is coming up, so catch the fuck up. dude.
Okay, shit. Calm down. All right, guys. I think we're gonna be wrapping up DG here soon, or now.
So what did we learn today?
Like a little
Crowbars, they're useful.
Milk popcorn, don't do it.
No, do not do it.
Hentai,
hentai.
traps aren't
It's
gay.
not.
Traps are definitely gay.
It's not a bad thing to like hentai.
What is?
What? I'm just saying it's not a bad thing to
And
like
then he's
hentai.
just-
Oh, okay.
Because
Don't be embarrassed to feel like hentai. Like, you know.
Tokyo Ghoul, if you want to read that too.
I still need to finish that.
Food Wars. Ooh.
All right, guys.
Shigeki no
Well,
Soma.
we'll talk to you guys next time on our next podcast at DG. Later, guys.
Yo, yeah,
Food Whale.
Goodbye.